Howdy. Good evening, folks. Welcome to tonight's episode of... Let me turn the music down. There we go. Welcome to tonight's episode of Tales of Yoranta, the Wailing Seas. We are your friends, the Unnamed Few, and we are back with episode 48. And we're opening with combat. We have no announcements. We're just gonna dive into it. Enzo, recap.
My announcement is that I'm not your friend, despite what Rune may say.
Okay, fair.
Recap. We landed on the shores of Veritania, having been sent to this land to bring 7 floating cities together so that the Arachon can be reunited, which hopefully we can use to solve a big maelstrom sea problem. We're facing some big issues. And we land on the shores. Turns out there's some bandits here. The bandits hate the drow. We kind of get involved in the middle of that. For a while, we're allied with the bandits. Then it turns out the bandit leader is some sort of demonic slod person, probably. Shit goes south. As we're infiltrating a fort, a guy gets transformed into a blue slod. The bandit leader grows demon wings and flies at us. And somehow we're still alive. And I believe their leader has plane shifted out. And we are mid-combat. As drow fight... Well, really more like everyone fights the slot at this point. It's kind of just turned into a straight-up free-for-all, no rules, no... no sides. And it's Soren's turn, right?
It is Soren's turn. Let me quickly pop out my character sheet because I forgot to do that. Alright, it's loading. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. There was a clutch slow that neutralized most of them.
Thank you.
Without that, it might have been more one-sided.
Okay, I am... How far... Does anybody remember particularly how far above the ground I am right now?
Ooh.
That's a very good question.
I think you were... My gut says like 20. Not above the ground, 20 above the roof.
I want to say 20 above the roof.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna...
think you went up and then you came down again.
I came
flew
down
up pretty high and then flew down maybe halfway.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna come back down to the roof, and... Let's see, that's 50 feet. Let me just check the range on that. Yeah, alright. So it's 20 feet down, and then I'm gonna go...
It's 40 feet down to the roof, I think. From the roof.
From the roof? Okay, if I'm in range for that, then I don't care. I'm gonna drop Mass Cure Wounds on everybody in range of this female orc.
Okay.
So just...
Everybody? Like even...
Not the orc. The drows. Drowin? Drowy? Drowi?
6 creatures in a 30-foot radius.
The drow.
Yeah. There you go.
Isn't that only gonna... Okay, it's gonna hit like 3 or 4 drow, I guess.
Yeah, that's 20 health to all of them.
Okay.
Sick.
And then I will hope to God these guys don't decide to attack me.
Seem to recall there was a third one here that had died, but probably is like dead and can't be healed.
I don't know.
Not a clue.
If there's somebody down there who would benefit from healing as well, Owen, I would like that to reach them as well, since I have the extra magic to go around. That's my turn.
Okay. Nikolai.
Oh, it's... Wow, I feel like it just went.
You've got like...
Well, I think it'd be good to check. Remind me, the bad guy flew through this door, right? So it should be, like, open?
Which door? Yes.
This one up top.
Alright, let's do as a bonus action to, dash. And start moving. What do I see? I poke my head in. I think I know what I'm expecting, but...
Poking head in, you see.
60-foot dark vision. Oh,
Small chamber, door to the left, door to the right. It seems to be... Oh, fuck, my toe hurts. Yeah, what looks to be some drow armor. Maybe mid-repair. Kind of on a stand. And various implements that are kind of left. It doesn't seem to be an armory as such, but more of just a small maintenance kind of workshop
Are
space.
either of these doors hanging open like somebody just ran, like blew through them,
No.
and nobody in the room?
The room is completely empty and devoid of life.
I think he's gone, Rachel. Fuck. Okay, let's go help Soren. So I think I moved 25. It was here. I moved 25, and then I start running back out. I have 90 feet with bonus action, so I will just go like here and push up behind this drow.
Holy
That's
shit,
not
you're so
creepy.
fast.
Noom.
Maybe I'll just stop here and crouch down. It's my turn.
Okay.
Alright.
And yeah, I give you that call out visual. Demon's gone.
Yeah.
Let's go help someone.
Sick.
Vigil, your turn.
Alright. Alright, so, can I climb out this window easily? The one where my spiritual weapon is?
It'll take about 20 feet of movement to do so. But you
Oh,
can.
Really? Goddamn.
Damn, but that's
Alright.
still
Right,
faster
it,
than...
starts about 5 feet up, and then you'd have to like smash through the glass and clamber over.
We already
It's already smashed.
The guy flew through
You
here, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
flew through the top.
Oh, it's
like a
20
bit of
feet
just a
drop
door.
down.
Like
You mean it's not like movie glass, where you just tap one part of it and the whole thing crumples like sugar?
Unfortunately not. I'd say like the top kind of 7 feet of it are currently smashed open at the bottom.
Can I reduce that if I use spiritual weapon to break the rest?
Ooh.
So that it takes me less movement to get through? Because my spiritual weapon is here.
That's true.
Yeah?
Sick. Do you want me to roll damage for it?
It's stained glass, I think.
Alright, sick.
I
Alright.
think there's
So
no
you
chance
can-
of you even
you-
damaging at all.
It's art!
It's bullshit, it's in my way.
A
Alright,
priceless window is shattered.
sick. Do I have enough movement to get to the slot now?
I'd say that.
5 feet to get over?
I'd say it'd probably be 10 feet to pass over, so
So like here?
5, 15, 20, 25. You can get to this square, I think.
Which one?
This
The
one.
upper one. Oh, this one. Sick. Alright, cool. It's time to slap a slot. Alright, cool. So the spiritual weapon fucking smashes the glass, and then it's time for me to slap a slot. Yeehaw! I've got advantage. So, first attack, 22 to hit
Nice.
for radiant, 13 slashing. I'll blow a level 1 spell slot on it as well. Which is no, 2d8, yeah. So another 2d8, so that's another 7. 24 damage total. Second attack. Below that slot. There we go. And second attack. Yeehaw. 17 hit.
Oh, just double check.
Okay.
Yes, it does hit.
Hell yeah. 8 radiant. Another level 1 slot. And another 14 on top of that. God damn. That's a roll.
Good shit.
And that's my turn.
The creature is looking somewhat bloodied by these.
Ooh.
Somewhat.
What color's the blood, Owen?
Well, it is a disgustingly vibrant blue.
Nice.
Soren considers using it for eyeliner.
You've talked about inks and pigments enough that
Probably kill you if you put it in your eyes. Anyway.
Slod blue.
or just slot you.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
And Owen, last time you said the drow never we're added to initiative, do you want to add them now?
I have done that since.
Oh, you have done that since.
They have been battling, but very much
Sure.
on the defensive and just
Sure.
taking evasive actions, trying to work out
Taking
and wait for
dodge
reinforcements.
Yeehaw.
I keep seeing the clock symbol on you and thinking of like stop from Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
but it's like no, it's a
That's
death word.
Death ward. I think we should maybe find a different symbol for it.
There's a skull one for it, if it's pretty.
That one?
Because,
Well, it's your token.
where is it?
What about
Oh,
the
yeah, that
angel?
one, yeah.
What about the angel wings, which will resurrect you when you die?
Ooh, guardian spirit, like holy priests. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. That'll work. I like it.
Ah, that works. That's better.
Okay, the mage that you've seen ducking and dodging the orcs'
It's a mage.
aggressive
Oh.
assault.
This
Yeah.
guy. That one.
You watch as their hands kind of dart around, and where their fingers trace the air, what looks to be runes of magic, almost like spider silk, and weave a web that glows, pulses, and you watch as from the sort of crevices and cracks in their armor and clothing, spiderweb very rapidly kind of cocoons them, and they vanish, leaving silk that's and drifts to the ground, and they reappear elsewhere.
Enzo thinks to himself, "Wow, all drow are kinky as shit."
Boop. And then he will do a ray of frost.
Okay, so that
That's
was.
somebody who bought the battle pass for the extra Misty Step.
I was gonna
effects.
say, yeah, that's like a it's like a $15 Misty Step microtransaction.
Yeah.
Nice.
Boop. Misses.
Aw, buddy.
But yeah,
I mean,
reappears
can't just paint to win.
and ice ball. It does hit the slud, but kind of splats it, but doesn't have much effect.
Enzo holds up a 9 for style points.
This drow here levels a hand crossbow. He kind of drastically unhooks from the belt and wha! Takes a shot. And misses.
Aw.
Wow.
Curses to himself in Elven, and then fucks off
Elven?
30.
Okay,
Drow?
I'm good. Okay, I didn't know.
35?
Oh, that should be 30.
Cheater.
I'm sorry!
Banned.
I hand in my resignation.
Yeah, exactly.
2 more
Excellent.
crossbow bolts come from narrow windows from the gatehouse.
Oh, good to know.
I need to
Ooh.
not close tabs. Pew, pew.
Wow.
Mm.
Someone might hit.
One of them hits
Yeehaw.
for 8 piercing damage.
Has anybody taught these drow about bigger crossbows? I don't know. Hand crossbows seem so impractical.
They don't have the materials to make larger ones, mate.
Hand crossbows are the sawed-off shotguns of the D&D world. Their only like benefit is that they're small.
Yep.
Oh, it passes the save. Yeah. This drow dashes out to here. This drow dashes.
These trash tokens look so much like ghouls that I'm just like,
Yeah, from far away
Enzo.
they do.
2 drow burst out of a door here. See you come running from the church,
oh shit.
and
I am currently Nikolai, by the way.
you are currently Nikolai, yes.
Good for a guy.
They do take shots at you,
Sure.
as they are unaware of the current situation and weren't present when you called out the intent of what's going on.
Totally fair.
Do I still have a
So-
level 3 slot? I do. Good.
The second is a miss, but the first bolt does catch you, I believe, with 20
For 8, yeah.
for 8 damage. And can you
Is
make
it
me a
reaction?
Constitution?
Oh, motherfuckers. As a reaction, I eat their souls. No.
Oh my god.
Con save or be poisoned.
Man, Homebrew's getting really out of hand.
Yeah, his Raziel self-insert from Soul Reaver isn't going so well at the minute.
15. Enzo passes a save.
Yeah.
It's not dex-based.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's a strange numbness to the blow.
Hey! Oh no, I'm Nikolai. Hey, fellas! Hey, I'm with you. I'm helping kill that thing.
They kind of
Oh,
there's a
that's
moment where they pause and like start reloading the hand crossbow, and from the Elven Mage you hear "Better to be the Chimonade, drama" in Elven.
They
Yes.
say.
Says, "What by the Night Mother are you doing? That way, that way."
Go Eagles. But with my body language, I make my intent that I'm about to run in this direction clear. So hopefully.
Oh, Stream Imp is asking why I accidentally unfriended him on Discord.
Oh.
Was no accident, bitch. Blocked.
It's the slot now, or whatever the fuck that thing is, because I don't actually know what this is.
And we can talk, you can talk a little bit out of turn even, right? Like I just did.
Yeah, within reason.
Okay. Can I quickly on the earring also say, Soren, the demon's gone. It's plane shifted.
Ah, fuck.
The hunter, previously known as Orphan, decides to start a fun pop career. No, is going to. He's going to go for Vigil.
Okay.
Well, that's useful of them.
Spins around, and yeah, the fists are these kind of long, kind of fat claws of fingers that themselves are ending claws. But from what you presume would be sort of the forearm bone, two enormous spines protrude out through the skin, ending in vicious hooks. And it's with those that this creature lacerates, tries to hook into your armor and kind of pull you close and dig into your flesh.
Nasty.
I don't like it.
So he will go for a claw.
That does hit.
I'm
Getting
doing
a
a Vigil.
24 for 9 slashing. Yep.
Okay. Sick.
You're about to be.
Oh.
Oh.
I need to check something.
Okay.
Where's your character sheet?
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of drow hair.
There are.
Like,
Are you opening scene of Robocop this fucking thing?
yeah.
Oh, Stream Imp accepted my friend request. What am I looking for? Don't. Oh, I like what you've done with the feature separation on your character sheet, Vigil.
Yep, I separate everything by class, background,
Is
multi-class, and
Nice.
appropriate levels and feats.
Yeah, mine's a mess.
Mine's not
Sorry.
even on roll 20.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, I don't use the roll 20 sheet.
Oh, okay. What are you using?
I'm using a Google Doc.
Oh, because you've got your own, like, way of doing
It's got
stuff.
a nice layout I like. It's got a inventory that's very organized.
Send it to me?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
I don't use it
Okay.
for like Eldritch Blast and basic attacks, but some of the pages are nice.
What's that
well,
fine?
no, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
I've already taken action, so I can't do that. Just gonna go for the orc.
Sorry.
It's The orc does perish,
Oh, okay.
cleaved in two by
Oh,
the hooks.
Nice.
Is there no save on its claw? Was I imagining that earlier? Like
Sorry?
when the visual got hit with a claw, there's not like a secondary effect there.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
So they are gone. And then they will turn back. Yeah, I'll turn back to you, Rachel, and we'll give you a quick light.
Go for it, my dude.
Total of 20.
That is just enough. You
Okay.
son of a bitch.
10
Alright.
piercing.
10 hold damages.
Your AC is 20.
My AC is
Uh,
19.
Damn.
Takes a step back to here.
Okay.
We then get to Kash, who will shoot an arrow at the creature and then fuck off.
Wisely said. Alright.
Might want to fuck off first because it's disadvantage. Yeah. Oh no.
First attack hits for 3. And he then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
bye.
Peace out.
We get to the
Later.
drow elite warriors. This one bursts out from here. This one is in combat. Drow.
Draw.
Goes for 2 short sword attacks with a swipe. Swipe! They both miss.
Oh, buddy.
Damn. Your NPCs
Jesus,
are.
these drow. Is this a repeat of last session?
Yeah.
They've got plus 7. Like they're.
Polly.
Rolling really poorly. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
She just leaves. Like, nah.
Ront is dead. Hark. They are both still affected by slow.
Where they are.
So 1, 2, 3.
All right, they're
But we'll
running.
both. I think they get a dash.
I'm just making sure they are leaving the combat area before I do what I'm going to do next.
Fireball them.
No. I don't have fireball.
That is
No
jail
survivors.
as well. And then we come back to you, Soren, at the top of initiative.
Cool. Bonus action. Channel Arcana. I'm going to impose a +2 on the saving throw that I will use to cast Hold Monster on this motherfucker.
Ooh.
So that'll be DC 18, please. Wisdom saving throw.
Nope.
Get fucked.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
So yeah, Soren flips out a piece of iron out of his little box on the side, holds it in the air, and runes of enchantment flare around him, but they're kind of dimmed since the fire magic in this area is, well, the world is fucked up, and points at the slod and just these chains
Stop.
of like wispy fire sort of surround it and then sink into its skin.
Damn. Saw her on an episode of Bleach.
Yeah, a little bit. And I am going to actually use my movement to move back 15 feet, so I am no longer in line of sight of the wall. And I will get on the horn and alright, he's paralyzed. Just fuck him up. That's my turn.
Sick. Yeehaw.
Okay. Nikolai.
So, first I will move to here. Glance behind me at the 5 drow coming in my direction. Run to here. Is there... Well, I guess let's move a little closer in. Is there any chance that I can percept this slot to see if there's any sign of the human that it was? Or
That'd be an
something
insight
like that?
check, I think.
An insight check, interesting. Is it like straight up monster, or is there some thing there. 19.
From quick cursory glance at the way it was fighting, what you remember of Orphan, this seems to be a wholly new creature.
Ah, well.
Any shred of Orphan has been left behind.
Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna move in and sneak attack it viciously, violently. It'll be a booming blade attack. I have advantage because it's paralyzed.
Automatic crits too.
Uh-huh. Assuming I hit here. Any moment now, roll 20. 24, so yeah, I hit, which means I crit, because it's a paralyzed target and I'm 5 feet away. So we're doing 2d4 plus 5 plus 4d6 sneak attack plus 4d8 thunder damage.
Woo!
40.
Yeah!
God damn.
Sneak attack crits, and it is boomed.
He's boomed.
Okay. Cutting a big old gash across the creature's stomach, you watch as rainbow-hued entrails begin spilling out. The creature is still standing, locked in place with the arcane magic,
Sure.
and it is, technically speaking, in a language that there is no understanding before. Its eyes darting around lock onto you. And you hear in your mind, "Oh, you're gonna regret that."
Oh shit, telepathically. and under the illusion, or over the illusion, that looked like just Nikolai just running up and just burying the axe in its gut.
Sick. I like it.
Totally not a magical crystal dagger.
Okay. Vigil.
Hell yeah. You know the drill. Yeehaw! 26. So
End
that's.
this man's career.
So I think that's. Does it double the radiant damage as well from the smite?
All dice are doubled.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll again, or do you want me to just take those damage values as double?
You would be rolling.
2d8.
Alright. I'll roll again. So another 1d8, it's another 3, and then another 1d8. The slashing, plus strength. Oh no, just strength once. So yeah, cool. And then sick, and I'll yeehaw smite into this because it's already fucking paralyzed.
Yeah.
So
Anytime you crit, you have to smite.
it's
How
the law of
paladins work.
paladin. It's the law.
You get double the bang for your buck.
It's the law of the jungle, babe. Hold up.
At least at first.
Well, 4d8 for this smite because it's level 2.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, another 17 damage.
The smite
No,
crits
but
too.
it's because that's what I mean. It's a fucking second level smite.
Second level smite would be 3d8, and on a crit would be 6d8.
Oh yeah. So I have to roll another 2d8 if it's not dead.
It is already dead.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
This was Vigil's first attack.
Yeah, with my second attack, I move towards the draw. No.
So does Nikolai.
Vigil just runs up and buries the axe in its head and just pulls down with a crunch. He's like, and then he pulls the axe out of the thing's head and it stops moving.
Just roll 2d8 anyway, I just want to see the damage.
Alright. I'll give you the overkill damage that you crave.
46 and 48. So yeah, my sneak attack did 40, you did 48 with your first attack.
Jesus.
You're welcome.
I love paralysis. Well played.
The creature's flesh begins to bubble and boil as it slumps to the ground, rapidly evaporating into a sickly blue mist. From the center
Back away.
of this mist, from what you assume to be its head, a glistening, entirely regular and sort of symmetrical gemstone falls impacts the ground and shatters into dust.
Whoa.
Was it blue, the gemstone?
It was a blue gemstone. The
What
creature is
fuck?
dead, and in mere moments, there is a kind of disgusting blue liquid puddle on the floor.
What's the
Are we
combat
still-
situation?
Yeah, are we still in initiative or?
Yeah.
I take it back. Its body wouldn't evaporate like that.
Okay.
It slumps over. It slumps over to the ground, though its wounds stuck and hissing and steaming.
Okay.
Okay, so none of that. There's still a body and it's.
No
There's still a
gemstone.
body.
Okay.
Not noticed the gemstone.
All right.
Hashtag
Okay.
spoilers. I'd say we are out of initiative. Based on your prior actions, the drow are immediately out for blood.
Good.
I'm gonna.
Though you get the kind of Star Wars-esque with the infinite number of stormtroopers showing up and leveling guns at you situation. Kind of drow
Mm-hmm.
step forward and kind of line up with loaded crossbows from all around.
I'm gonna.
And you can notice, kind of looking at these arrow slots here by the gatehouse.
I'm on the top of the up here. Is anybody aiming at me?
They do not appear to have noticed you.
All right. I'm gonna call out in Elven to them. Wait, stop! We're on your side. We're not here to fight.
The two hobgoblins. Let me just quickly make a last check to see if actually Slow would have broken
Yep.
with
Slow broke with the
thing. So they skedaddle. Karsh skedaddles, and the four remaining members of their group disappear back into the ruined town below. Glimmer returns to your side.
Okay.
Hello? I hope some of you can speak the language I am speaking.
The mage stepping forward is. Who are you? State your business.
I'm gonna.
We are a group of diplomats, explorers, and researchers from Spadia, Kun, lots of places, bound for the first nest. Upon disembarking on the shores, not far from here, we ran into this group pushing towards the fort and followed them.
Lay down your arms.
Soren just holds up his hands.
Sure, I'll toss my battle axe on the ground.
Okay.
My illusion appears to have no other weapons.
Vigil puts his axe down, but notably keeps the rest of the armory on him. So when he has literally in his hand.
Actually, I gotta look up how to disguise self works. If I drop my weapon, would it immediately...
I was about to ask. I think the illusion would, once it leaves your hand.
Disguise self works says
Oh,
includes your armor and weapons, but then... Yeah, I assume if it leaves my hand, it's gotta return to its form.
Yeah.
So it just drops as the dagger.
The mage kind of it causes a pause.
The spiritual weapon above my head disappears. Just
Captain. Oh, I'm sorry. Turns. Not to say captain because they don't use captain. Where's my document?
Captain.
Turns to the more my foot really does hurt. A fancy drow stood next in a more elegant, less kind of guard uniforms. Look, a lot of the drow around you are clearly a more mass-produced arms and armored, whereas this handsome-looking drow boy It is in a midnight black suit of hardened leather.
Sure.
Uh,
They're commons. He's more of an uncommon. This mage is a rare.
he steps forward with a strange blue halo around him. No. You do notice that the drow do indeed seem to be somewhat bioluminescent.
Ooh.
This drow in particular does have, oddly enough, a deep kind of navy blue glow running in patterns along his flesh, and kind of spiraling around the eyes and across the face, down the neck, disappearing into the armor. Not all the drow have it equally. The mage is decked in it. This fellow has it reasonably, and the rest of the drow only have some trace elements. He steps forward and goes, "By the authority invested in me, you are all under temporary arrest whilst we investigate the situation."
All right.
Please offer your hands. The guy mimes what it sounds for.
Look over at Enzo.
Sure.
All right. Sure.
Vigil rolls his eyes a little bit, but yeah, sure.
He reaches to his belt, seems to unclasp something, as what looks to be a sort of a tarantula-sized construct of a spider. He throws it over to Enzo. Enzo kind of lands on your hand and begins scuttling round and round your wrists, leaving a trail of silk that binds your wrists. It will then leap over to Soren, do it again, and bind the three of you in kind of silken manacles for going onto the ground and scuttling back to this martial commander as he kind of pokes at the blue creature with a short sword.
This one seems to be the commander, right?
Yeah.
This one's like the mage.
I will put a little...
Red dot, purple dot. Okay. Whoa, what do you mean by arrest? Are we taken to dungeons or just detained?
He looks back to the mage. The mage looks at you, and lips move slightly, but you don't hear anything. The commander, who you heard referred to as the Night Warden, gives a nod. Simply detained. Take them to the hall. And you watch these two drow will come forward and kind of not grab you, but will encourage you to follow them.
As I'm led away, not led away, but yeah, as I'm led away, I gesture. I can't really point, I guess, if my hands are bound. Maybe if they're bound in front of me, I'll point to that dagger on the ground. I'm just gonna be like, don't lose that. I'll need
As
back.
with mine as well. Vigil gestures to the battle axe.
He barks an order. Another fellow in kind of more fancy armor and more bedecked in glowy markings picks up your axe, and he himself picks up the dagger, looking at it with some curiosity. And you
All
are
right.
led.
If I follow the drow to the hall. Oh,
Yep.
this hall?
Yeah.
Same.
Like
Yeah,
the
they take you
church?
there.
Oh. Up here?
Oh, just there.
This is the hall.
Into the church hall, yeah.
Gotcha.
We gotta just cover the exits. A few minutes pass. There is. Anything you'd like to do in that time?
Who's in the room with us? Just some random guards, or is the commander here?
3 guards and someone that seems to be of maybe not equal status, but of a comparable rank. Maybe they seem to be wearing similarly styled clothing and have the walk of a trained fighter.
Through the spice murmur. That's just telepathically, like only we can hear that, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Alright, lads, what's the story?
We have actual papers that I forged, so we follow what's on those.
Right.
It's, you're a Tessic wizard, I'm a Spadian arcane investigator. Well, I'll say I'm Nikolai first. If they see through the illusion, I'll shift to that.
Okay.
Vigil is an Aconite mercenary. We've been investigating the Wailing Seas, for which we need to reach the first nest. We won't be specific as to Aracon stuff, we'll just say we need to reach the first nest.
Okay.
And if they ask a purpose for us reaching the first nest?
I'll make something up.
What if we
Just
ask a
tell-
purpose and we are separated and they
Just
ask us these things?
Just tell the truth.
What, that we're here to try to...
Trying to fix a problem with the sun disappearing as well as the...
Just say we're looking for the location of the Aracon, and we've heard information can be found in the first nest.
Okay.
It's close enough. It's 90% the truth.
Ah, the vocabulary, I suppose.
Sure.
Well, that'll be my thing since I'm wizardy.
So, if I may ask, under what suspicions are we detained? Is passage through fort not allowed? We were simply heading inland and saw a big blue creature assaulting you and decided to help. I guess if this is how we are received, we might not help next time.
The guards simply watch silently. The elite warrior who looks at me. Stay quiet. Seems to mutter some form of prayer to the arachnid statue that kind of overhangs this room up above, from the shadows of the ceiling.
Any kind of... Can I just get a read on this room? I know it's a place of worship, but any magical stuff in it? Anything interesting to look at that might give me some context as to why we're being held in this room specifically?
Investigation check.
Sure. 10.
Are hands tied behind or in front of us?
In front.
Front.
Seems to be a big empty space, so it's easy to keep an eye on you.
Okay.
A few minutes later, the doors open, and you see the mage and the night warden enter. The mage steps up to you, Enzo, and with a gesture of a hand, the silk around your wrists falls away.
Thank you. I assume witnesses told you that we were not attacking any of your troops?
You say you are here on a diplomatic mission.
Research, diplomacy, sort of a mix.
Do you have papers?
Certainly. I will provide those papers, which if I recall were forged with like a very low roll.
12, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Something in that neighborhood.
It was not good.
Takes the papers, gives them a cursory glance, passes them on to the night warden, who
Sick.
takes them and starts reading through.
Oh, thought you meant he passed them back to me.
Oh boy. This could go badly.
No jail can hold Enzo.
You say that.
So, why have you been sent here? What diplomacy do you wish to preach? You seem to represent a number of peoples.
Well, as you would know if you read to the end of it, there are a lot of problems around elemental forces in the world, with the recent issue with the sun disappearing, as well as problems with the oceans. We are investigating these, and we believe there is some information regarding the nature of a powerful air artifact in the first nest. We have authorization to do this under international law.
Of course. How did you become involved in this attack on our fort?
As we disembarked from our ship, we saw a force of, Storen, better memory than me, what was it, 9, 10 of them? It was 9, 8? I think it was 8.
Right, 8, yeah, about.
8 of them pushing up towards your fortress. They looked like they were perhaps performing assault of some kind, stealthily approaching. We followed, curious to see what was happening. I saw their leader stab man in chest with a dagger, and that caused man to transform into that blue creature you saw. At which point they began attacking, and we obviously knew we had to help you. Do you want a deception check?
Go for it.
It's partially the truth.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
mostly
3/4 the
truth.
truth.
I don't know, I just toggled advantage. I'm not that good.
I have advantage.
Nice.
Probably don't need it.
25, but I have
25
advantage.
Lamau.
Woo!
Yeah, seems to buy a story. What do you know of the creature?
I will pass that off to my Arcanist. What did you see? I saw demon wings, that's all I know.
Oh, wow.
You did not actually see any wings.
I didn't see any wings.
Wait, really? Oh, that's right, they
No.
didn't fly up. I
Ah.
keep thinking they like grew wings and flew up. but
Do you
no.
mean, the person that was here earlier, do you mean that blue thing that's a corpse out in your courtyard?
I mean the corpse.
Right. Arcana?
Go for it. I think we done.
Yeah, but I do not remember the roll.
24.
I did not remember either.
Believe no one knew what this creature was.
Yeah, that's my hunch too, is we all rolled and we all were like, I don't know, it's something.
Yeah, well, there's an Arcana roll for you.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. I have no idea.
It seems Enzo mentioned the word demon. You've heard of creatures that look like this that are demonic or fiendish in some way. It looks like some kind of fiend.
Fiend specifically? Like as in Nine Hells or Abyss? Sorry, this is me asking. That.
Fiend is a creature from a lower
Yeah.
plane.
Okay, sure.
Fiend is a more general term, if anything.
Alright. Some sort of
Often, yeah.
demon.
If it's big, ugly, and stinky, it's probably a fiend.
Yeah, some sort of demon. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Heard about things like it in books, but not really my wheelhouse.
You don't have this common around here, this blue creature.
That we have not seen.
I saw a leader, like I said, use strange dagger to ritually stab man in chest, and then its man seem to transform. So it's possibly a property of this magic dagger, which, by the way, we chased leader into here, into this room here, and then leader appeared to teleport out, perhaps, or maybe even to other plane leave.
Ooh, ignore that.
Yeah.
Meteor swarm. Oops, ignore that.
Radius of 1 mile.
It's fictional. It's fiction. It didn't
Just a
happen.
range of 1 mile, Rune. Don't be absurd. Radius of like 40 feet.
Really? Actually, I haven't read this
Big old
book.
cast.
Yes, radius of 1 mile. Mwahaha. No.
That's cataclysm.
Yeah.
There's probably 3-5 spells like that. Epic spells.
Isn't there a Pathfinder spell
Hellball
where you
comes
can
to mind.
yeah, like throw people into the atmosphere?
Well, we had a.
Turns, looks at your group, says in a language that I don't believe any of you speak. It's far harsher sounding than the Elven you heard them speak earlier. To the Night Warden, who looks at the mage, looks at Nikolai, looks at the papers, with a slight smirk on his face, and gives a slight shake of his head.
Ooh, we had boys.
And the Night Warden goes, "How is it you came into the possession of these falsified papers?
Excuse me?
These papers."
Are falsified?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Soren, I told you this organization was not to be trusted.
You're the one who recommended them. Don't look at me.
It was a front. It was probably a front for like some sort of thieves guild or some shit. Fuck. We approached a company, a sort of, I don't know, legal business sort of company. I don't know word for it. They told us they would provide legal papers to pass into land further. Apparently their legal papers were not so legal.
Vigil has just sort of
Deception.
been silenced this whole time.
Would you say one, sorry?
Deception check, please.
Sure. This is now is the time, Anton. Believe in the heart of the dice. 23.
Sick. Sick.
Wish I was that good at lying in real life. Yikes.
My charisma is very high, that's all I'm saying.
He looks down at the paper, and its pages to be. Turns and mutters something to the mage, and seem to have a brief discussion. The mage steps forward. And the names on the paper is correct. You would be Nikolai. I presume you would be the one known as Vigil, and you would be Soren Ashmir.
Correct.
Oi.
Indeed.
He waves a hand again, and from Soren and Vigil, the silk falls away.
Thank you.
Internally, I breathe a sigh of relief.
We offer our thanks for your assistance in dealing with the creature. For this, we will allow you to talk.
To talk? Oh,
You seek passage through. I say you may pass.
thank you. I do understand, I point to the papers, that this situation is, looks awkward.
Yes. But I'm sure you could have found another way past and not helped if needed.
I'm glad you are able to see it this way. If I may ask, and I'm gonna cast suggestion, which has no components except verbal. Now that we have no legal papers for proceeding further, could we perhaps get a read from you, saying that we are trustworthy and have earned your the right of passage, I suppose? I don't know. My DC is, I think, 16? It says 18. No, it's 18.
The mage seems to kind of pause out of step with his words for a moment. Of course, such a thing can be arranged. Night Warden, prepare the appropriate paperwork, which will send them on post haste. We have a town to clear.
May we have our weapons returned to us?
When you leave the fort,
Very well.
What?
If I may ask, have you had run-in with those bandits before, or is it first time seeing them?
the Night Warden is turning to leave to prepare the paperwork. So knows. They have been infesting this town since the darkness fell.
Hmm.
Most
Okay.
left on what ships they could, and we have been closing borders.
Portals.
Borders.
Ah, border, sorry.
That's the impression I got as well. They probably ambush passenger or people who disembark and, demand money or something.
Yes. They will have fallen aside, and I will see to it that the rest are taken shortly enough. Thank you for your assistance.
I'll reach forward to shake a hand.
Kind of looks at your hand slightly disdainfully. Reaches a hand back out.
Shake that hand.
Shake the hand. Turns. Oh, he flips the dagger and offers you the dagger. Give that one his axe. Gives you the dagger, turns and leaves.
Much appreciated. His vigil gets it back.
Yeah, the drag guard kind of hurries forward, offers you the axe, then runs back to the door.
My dagger becomes a battle axe as it touches my hand.
Sick. Vigil smirks a little bit as we now have similar weapons.
Make no mention of that.
Hmm.
And as I turn to Soren and Vigil, for half a second I just flash a shit-eating grin at all of you. And I go back to being Nikolai.
Nice. To the spice, remember?
Yeah,
That was
that's
That was a closer one than I normally like.
Yeah, that could have gone really badly.
Give me an hour and I would have had this belt teleport us out again, but them taking my weapon was a bit of a problem because I would have needed it back.
I have to say, well played, Enzo.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Social occasions are definitely your thing.
Let you do the talking, always.
And Soren, well played with the paralysis.
Oh, yeah, that's a new one. I think I like it.
It worked rather well.
And also that guy came flying at you and you defended yourself and didn't die. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I was surprised at that. That was terrifying. We have a different problem, though. He's still alive.
Yeah, but
No
we
longer up.
have seen. So the Afridi plane shifted away from us. Hasn't that happened also somewhere else? Did that happen in Kavola at any point? No,
Don't think so.
don't think so. But like
I can't remember.
the idea that a demon might run away in plane shift is not that weird to us because
No.
like of what we've seen. So I'll be
Well,
like
teleporting away.
teleport or plane shift. Yeah. So I'll be like, yeah, it could have gone anywhere. We have no idea. That's the thing with demons is you can never really know, huh?
What's actually sort of interesting, though, is that the bandits he was sort of partnered with didn't seem particularly loyal to him, so he was probably just using them.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of feel bad for those bandits, and I would want to maybe catch up to them and see what their deal is, but I don't care that much.
They did try
Not
to...
enough to like track them down and all that.
Right, but that's... I wonder what he was doing here. Guess
If they're smart, maybe they'll
leave.
or just figure out something to do that doesn't involve following that guy or living under extremely dangerous drow.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn and look out the window towards the corpse, where the corpse is, just to see what it's up to.
You have to, without your tiptoes, look out for the stained glass. From what you can make out, it's still there. A pair of dragon standing next to it, guarding it, but looking at it somewhat disturbed.
Either you get bitten by that thing,
No.
Vigil.
I have a scratch, but no
Right.
issue.
It's just had rainbow entrails, bright blue blood, you know. Generally, brightly coloured things are poisonous in nature, so...
Poison has an issue affecting me.
Does kind of look like a frog now that you mention it.
I don't know what it is.
Like a big blue frog. Like almost like we saw some in Heartlands that look kind of like that.
Yeah, little poison dart frogs in the trees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, looks kind of like a really, really angry version of one of those.
So weird.
That is really weird.
Vigil will look between both of you. Who looks the worst off between both of you?
Me.
Probably Enzo.
Well.
I'm at 30 of...
I think we're about to short rest anyway, so I don't know that we need healing.
30 of 49.
Yeah, we'll wait then. Wait for now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so are we basically free to go, Owen?
I don't know.
They're just writing us our writ.
They're getting us papers, yeah, I think.
They will. The mage will kind of look at you down, and seem. You get the sense that Fort was kind of preoccupied. This mage clearly has a lot on his mind at the minute. Even though he's in the room with you after everything that's happened, he still seems to be giving you only half his attention.
You know what would have been really awkward during that interrogation scene if they were like, right before the attack happened, we saw two people on a broom flying around the castle scouting it.
They're invisible.
I know, but if somehow they had seen you, you'd
Yeah.
be like, now we have proof that you're spies because we saw you scouting before the attack happened. Oof, oof.
27 insight. Spicy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the mage, try and see maybe what's up with him. Or if he's maybe amenable to questioning or something.
So okay.
Because he seems distracted, but by what? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't read his mind, obviously.
So no.
Yeah.
But I think I'm wanting insight to be more than just. Insight is insight. You get an insight into them, right? It's more than just. Oh, he's feeling nervous.
Right.
The mage. How guess to describe. The attention he's giving you seems to be more to work out whether you and your like which is less faff, letting you go on your business or detaining you.
Nice.
He doesn't seem particularly invested in what you're saying. Other than if it was outright, a threat. If you're like, I'm going to murder all of you, you'd be like, oh, all right, cool, we're going to not leave you alive. But he seems to buy your story, and as such, you have already fallen drastically on his list of priorities.
Yeah, they're too busy to deal with us, basically.
As to what? I'd say with the 27, the drow in the room are being exceptionally reverent to the shrine here. About at least once a minute. Also, yeah, drow are muttering some form of prayer to Wolf.
Okay. What kind of offerings are on the altar?
There are no offerings.
None? Okay. I'm gonna turn to the mage.
The altar that's there, just for context, there is a very simple black stone plinth over which this kind of large-sized statue is kind of arched and over with this spider almost curling up around the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I steal the altar with sleight of hand?
Oh my god.
It's a kind of 10 foot by 10 foot obsidian spider.
Yeah, Owen, but I have a plus 15. God.
Sure, roll me a dice.
No, I will not do that. I automatically succeed. It's a homebrew feature.
Reliable talent.
Yeah, it's like reliable, but instead of never rolling below an 8, I never roll below a 20.
I'm gonna turn to the mage. And step actually back away from the altar.
Custodian
A
answer.
tear in the
you-
ground opens up, it swallows up.
Rocks fall, literally.
Would you prefer that we didn't wait in here? We can just as easily stand outside.
Kind of comes back, sort of, back to reality. Yes, that would be good. Show them to the spare room. Points at one of the guards. So I got nods and leads you out in this direction.
Nice.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
let's scout the fort for our real invasion of it.
Heh.
Also, that is the cutest glimmer token ever. Holy shit.
He's a squirrel on my shoulder when he's not flying around.
Oh.
Little.
Also, how many bandits lived and got away? It was like 4? One
Yeah,
ran right at the
48.
start.
Yeah, so Cathelbert wasn't there.
Uh, one
He
became
didn't
a
show up.
slod.
One became a slard. Ront
Died.
died.
And the demon plane shifted out. Yeah, okay, so really, I guess 2 casualties if you count the slod.
Is that stained glass window, like, broken beyond all repair?
You're
You
gonna...
could maybe repair the individual panes, but it would require refitting.
Yeah, and even if you do, with mending, it would look like that Jesus picture that got, like, painted over.
Yeah, okay. Soren
It's like,
considers it, but
I fixed
doesn't
it, guys. I fixed it.
doesn't go over to it. He just stands there.
Underneath it doesn't say lol, it says lol.
Lol.
It just says lol.
So that's I'm gonna queue up the Spice Murmur again. That's place of worship. They seemed a little antsy with us being there, and I just didn't want them to think we were being disrespectful.
Oh, fuck. Okay, sure. I'm antsy to get out of here, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, same, but
Let's just wait in the courtyard. Ah, it's kind of cold. All right.
We are all talking in
yeah, the Spice Murmur.
Skype
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're led to this room.
Yeah.
Oh, please no. That noise gives me.
Mad anxiety, because
Yeah.
companies always use that for job interviews, and I'm like, why? Just use Discord. Stop using Skype.
Hey, at least they stopped faxing you things.
Right.
Lol, old people. What is fax?
We'll never know. It's a mystery. It's
So
something
sorry,
the arcane will never.
I don't think I've ever actually interacted with the fax machine.
I have neither.
I have. It's
Well,
not
maybe.
hard.
Okay.
Maybe as yeah.
Used to have to fax weather warnings to places that did not have email in Mississippi. Yes, really.
Jesus.
In 2012.
Oh, I was gonna say in like 2018 or
2012.
okay, Mississippi
Damn.
internet.
Yep. Tornado warnings. Faxed tornado warnings.
Jesus.
Hey, I mean, when the power lines go down, actually fax machines, like if they're on generators, you still have... Anyway.
My dad, in times when I was alive, had to contact his mom by telegram or telegraph in Ukraine and Russia because infrastructure,
Yeah.
great over there.
Holy shit. That's
It's crazy.
what's that dice roll for, Owen? 5, 4, 3.
Don't worry
Don't
about
worry about it.
How
I'm
many
worried about
slots
it.
show up?
Yeah. Right.
Shaky.
Do we have time for a short rest here, Owen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Takes them an hour to write us a paper?
Hey, they're busy. Arcane Recovery at
At least-
level 11 is...
You suspect it might less be you are like less
Low on the priority.
Yeah, it's more like you probably wrote it 55 minutes ago and they're just
Oh, fair.
Combined
Oh,
level of
baby.
3?
Look at these hit dice. That's exactly the amount I needed to get to full.
Ruin, your Arcane Recovery is basically your highest level slot. It's
Okay.
equivalent to that.
Alright, well, I've got my level 6, so I can recover a 5 then? Like 2 5s?
Oh my god.
You can do a 5 and a 1, or a 6. It's a total of your highest slot.
Okay. Oh, okay, I got you. Then I will do 2 3s.
I will be right back. 2 minutes. Bye,
will some
Actually,
hit
you know
dice.
what? That's a better idea. I will take a 4th and a
Oh.
2nd.
Uh,
There we go.
I'm gonna speak up. Oh, are we left with guards or no? Unguarded, right?
there are no guards present with you. Maybe.
I'll talk
God!
out loud. I'll just say, Soren,
Yeah.
if you have juice left, maybe contact the captain. Tell him I ask him what he's doing and tell him he can leave because we got permission to head inland.
Right, but, what about Turk? Did he say he was staying?
I legitimately don't know out of character Owen what's happening there.
Turk said he was going to stay on the ship
Okay.
just to help in case the ship got attacked, if this was some kind of ploy.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, I will expend a 4th level spell slot after I'm done arcane recovering to cast Sending to Sphiro del Mioa.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's all wrong.
And... Sorry, what did you want me to tell him?
They're free to leave. Well, ask him what his plans are. Say something like, Captain, were you planning to join us on shore? If not, we have passage inland and you may leave. Thank you for the help.
I just send exactly that.
Okay, his response is essentially a kind of surprised, okay.
Okay.
See you on the other side.
Alright, he's headed out and...
Best of luck.
Yeah, so...
Alright. I am healed up to 1 HP short of max.
He does mention that they captured a goblin sneak stowaway on the boat.
Goblin? Hey, they found a goblin on the ship. Some sort of stowaway. That's kind of weird. I just take inventory of everything, make sure I still have all my stuff.
Periodically, a guard does sort of patrol through the room.
Yo, and before I short rest, can I just use ghostly gaze in the corner here to see 30 feet?
Sure.
See through solid objects. You can put an aura of 30 feet on me and reveal on it if you want.
That's
Okay.
good.
Alright. Do I see anything secret? Any
Uh,
magic items?
You do see a drag taking a poop.
Oh.
Good job.
As the toilets are literally right there. He then goes about.
I
Give me
cast
time.
message at him and I go, No, I'm trapped down here. Don't poop on me.
I return. Sorry about that.
Stops.
It's
The drow stands up, kind of looks down at the toilet shaft. You kind of hear through the wall, in Elven there. That's not a man. Pulls out a hand crossbow, aims down the toilet, and
Oh no!
What just happened? What did I just miss?
Enzo pranking people.
I'm
kind of shakes his head, pushes his snow white hair back, ugh, mutters something under his breath.
I
Just a prank,
yeah,
bro.
an episode of Just for Laughs gags, apparently.
And then comes on patrol through the room.
Amazing.
What exactly did you do? You what?
I don't know. I cast Ghostly Gaze. He said I saw Drow pooping, and then I pranked him with message.
Into thinking that there was a voice down the toilet, so the drow just shot the fucking toilet canal.
Yep.
Perfect. Good shit.
No one ever died there, the problem is solved. Yeah.
I guess we wait.
About an hour passes before the captain returns.
Hello. I assume those are papers you offered.
Yes. They should get you onto the city.
Thank you. I reach out. I guess I'll take a peek. I'll read them fully later, but right now I would take a peek.
Is there a... Sorry.
Do you have some kind of map?
That's actually what I was about to ask, if there's anything we should know, if you had a map. We're not really familiar with the area. Well, he is, but... kind of nodded Enzo, but...
We could rough idea of direction, but the map would be
helpful.
appreciated.
And a route that's safest, really. We can hold our own, but I'd rather avoid trouble.
I'll be right back. Turns and stalks out of the room. About 15 minutes pass before he returns.
In those 15 minutes, we would have gathered all our gear, and we'll be like doing the thing where we're like impatiently waiting by the door, like ready to leave.
They're just good at that.
Yeah, he comes in and offers you what seems to be a kind of an amethyst shard. It's been hangs from a single thread of silk.
This is map.
I'll lean over and take it.
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Alright, how do I use it?
It will point you towards the first nest.
Ah,
Oh.
more like compass. Thank
Excellent.
you. You have been more than helpful. We never learned your name, if I may.
He seems resentful that you've asked, but dutiful enough to respond.
This is Commander, right? What was the
Yeah.
what was like the title we heard? There was a
Night
complicated
Warrior.
title.
Night Warden.
Sorry.
Night Warden.
Yeah. I'd say you would have picked up over the time that the guards in general seem to refer to as Night Wardens,
Night
and
Warden.
he is High Warden.
High Warden.
Okay.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Uh,
I'm like at a 9 right now.
gives his name, which is Buzzhead Mourner.
A BuzzFeed mourner. Okay.
A
You
BuzzFeed?
beat me to it, god damn it.
He's mourning BuzzFeed.
Fuck it. That Z is gonna kill me, so I'm just gonna. He doesn't pronounce. It's a silent Z.
Silent Zed.
The classic.
Boheed Morna. Okay.
Boheed?
Sure.
Boheed.
That's the High Warden?
Oh, wow, I misspelled that.
Yes. Yeah.
What was... Did we get an idea of the mage's title, or... The mage seemed to be, like, not military, like maybe like nobility or something like that?
Who's
Yeah. He was. I would have said. He would have introduced himself in the interrogation. Say interrogation in the pointed conversation.
Torture.
Is simply Mage Taumir. Taumir. I need to write names down and then actually pronounce them out loud before session starts. I wrote their names down, but never actually
said them out loud?
Yeah, and then I'm like, wait, how do I pronounce this?
Okay, so his name is Taumir?
Taumir. Nice. That's pretty cool. I like that name.
T-A-L or T-A-O?
It's in Discord.
T-A-
T-A''OMIR.
Because they're drow. They're
Yeah, sure.
apostrophes in places.
Actually, I spelled that one right.
I think we should read all apostrophes as glottal stops to really just Taumir.
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 Thank you for this.
Yeah, and as we get it, I'm gonna. Well, I hand it to Soren, but then I say, "Thank you. You've been more than helpful, and we should." What time of day is it, Owen?
It is hard to tell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. It's night. What am I on?
It is nighttime. It's been about maybe 4 or 5 hours since your last long rest.
Ah, okay. Thank you. We should get moving as we have potentially 8 or more hours of travel to do today. Thank you. Is there exit towards the way we came, or other exit?
Out the front gate through the
Front
wall.
gate. And
I'll
then
have
go
you escorted.
around left, right?
Well, I'll use the crystal once we get out there.
I will have you escorted to the main gate.
Thank you. I appreciate High Warden.
Thank you.
Alright.
This way.
Not gonna annoy the drow anymore. We already pushed our luck a lot.
Yeah. Soren seems like he has questions, but wisely rethinks them and just follows. Ends
Did
up.
they move the body in the hour?
Yeah.
No, but you can see that the mage, Taumir, is directing the two drow that are guarding it and dissecting it.
Research.
Uh,
Studious people.
As I walk by, literally. Yeah, go ahead, Owen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you watch as they're kind of dissecting the head, with like prying it open, eyes come out. The mage seems to spot something, and you see an ethereal mage hand be cast. It kind of pulls its way through the wound that Vigil left in its head,
Crunch.
and you can all hear a as a gemstone is pulled through the brain matter.
Ooh.
You can hear Vigil
it
say
is-
you're welcome.
It is this blue gemstone, though it is strangely dull looking. As it leaves the body, and it seems fine as it rests in the drow's hand. You notice he starts as the crystal immediately begins to crack. Ice coming from his hand encases the gemstone before it can shatter completely. And he kind of manages to preserve it in some regard before it can seemingly shatter on contact with his skin. At which point he looks at it curiously, pockets it, continues direct as you're led past, gives your group a nod before returning to his grisly task.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Let's
Oh.
walk out of the fort.
That was gross. Okay.
What was slightly disturbing is when the gemstone was being pulled out, you could have sworn you saw bits of the brain matter, almost like tendril-like, trying to latch on and keep it from being pulled through.
Mm.
Nasty.
No.
We saw all sorts of unpleasantness.
Nasty.
Thanks, I hate it.
And the gates of the fort. You are escorted out by Paradry.
Cool.
Thank you. 8-hour suggestion duration.
Right.
You are led to the east, where about 20 feet down the wall there is another gate. which leads out onto the tundra. But forcing anyone to come through to come in the shadow of the fort. The gates are opened. The drow in the night are more defined as silhouettes lit by this bioluminescence rather than the actual form.
Can I just
Also,
you know.
the drow mage was doing it directly dissecting with all 4 of his limbs.
Oh, right, I forget there.
The mage had 2 extra arms.
I forgot Spider-Man. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
forgot Tobey Maguire.
And yeah.
Can I just
That's probably
like
for the best.
paranoia? But can I check that all my shit's there in my bag and everything?
Investigation check.
You bastard! All right, hold up. Yeehaw! I'm a smart man. I clicked the button, nothing happened.
Roll 20's being fucky.
11.
Yeah, all seems to be there.
Okay, cool. Sick. Cursory glance. Got all my stuff. My backpack never left beside, but I'm paranoid anyway. Right, Vigil leaves.
Okay.
We leave the instance. Go back into dungeon queue.
Soren
Yeah.
stops to take a screenshot of the new environment before we move on.
Nice.
If it was me, 30 minutes. Toggle
Vigil,
UI off.
Vigil finds another queue instantly. Bye.
Yeah, right, tank.
Type /
Nikolai,
thank. Everyone leaves.
Enzo flags himself for PvP and goes to gank some people.
I guess Soren's the role player of the group. Oh.
Soren teleports to Dalaran.
Actually, yeah. God, Dalaran's a cool city. I miss the music there.
Ooh. Okay, let's head onto the tundra. How's this gonna work? It's dark, Soren can't see shit. I guess it's moonlit, effectively, right?
I used the charm of dark vision when we came on board, so I've got
You
like
still have
another
a few hours of that.
4 hours of that, so I can see okay right now.
Yeah, but I'm guessing our journey to the first nest is gonna be longer than 4 hours.
That's true. I've got glimmer,
eventually-
but I don't think I can share his dark vision. Or did you rule that I could do that?
So, he can like send you, he can kind of live stream to you with his dark vision, but it's a bit of a
It's probably a bit of a
to
lag.
use it kind of actively. You still end up with like disadvantage on checks just because it's
Yeah.
pretty weird to be going through.
Because it'd be best if we could move without light across the tundra, because otherwise we are just the most obvious target. But then if you're just blind, you're not blind, right? It's moonlight.
I'm not blind. I just don't have. I just can't see well. I've
Oh, and
got.
how bad is ambient lighting? Is it like equivalent to like disadvantage or closer to blindness?
It is
Quite dark.
out on the tundra. It is the equivalent of dim light.
Okay.
I have 2 more charges of the charm of dark vision, so and those
Oh,
are 8 hours apiece.
no, that's sweet. Then we just move without light. You're in dim light, but you're not blind. And if like something happens we need to see real good, just pop a charm.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
my plan.
That works.
Perfect.
And most of the time, Soren will be up off the ground by about 30 feet.
And we spend a whole like hour of real time buying cold weather supplies, right? So
Yep.
we're ready in that sense.
Yep.
Sick. Let's go.
And Vigil just begins the march.
Right. Oh,
Anybody want some KMP?
no, I'm good, thanks.
No, I do not touch it.
You guys are no fun.
The
Eh.
difference is it's addictive, and the problem is that it was a problem in certain ranks. You have to prove its usage.
I have extremely strong will and would never become addicted to anything.
You have extremely strong will and have a habit of taking substances and ending up catatonic.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, I will not take KMP. Unless
Good
we
idea.
really need it.
Good idea.
My brain's weird enough without that shit.
The calm down is something else, I've heard.
Alright, let's march out into that tundra. Sick.
Cold weather music! Cold weather music!
Oh yeah, no, let's do it. I've got the very cold playlist, which is just Skyrim atmospheres.
Very cold. How cold?
Very.
Very cold.
Very cool.
It's also
Excellent.
close to the halfway point. We could pause here.
Oh yeah, probably be a good place to pause it.
Yeah.
All right.
Brick.
We will be back shortly.
About half past, do you think?
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a minute. Don't go anywhere, or do go anywhere. Get up, stretch, get something to drink. We'll see you in a second.
Yeah.
Eat the rest of the carrot cake you have. Do that, etc.
Oh God, I wish.
Ooh. All right. And... Howdy, folks. Welcome back for the second half of episode 48. We opened out the session in combat, fought some... Well, we didn't really fight the bandits, but we did fight a giant, crazy, poisonous frog-looking thing. Killed...
Expanded.
Ex-bandit, yeah. So Vigil ended that frog's whole career. The drow briefly took us aside and said, hey, what the hell? We explained sort of what we were doing here. Somehow managed, with Enzo's ridiculous deception checks, to fool the drow into thinking we are here legitimately, which we sort of are. But the trade-off is that Enzo's silver tongue got us proper papers, an escort, and a compass. And we are now headed into the Veritania tundra. Towards the first nest, which is hopefully where we will find some answers as to how to deal with the Wailing Seas in the form of the Aircon and its vocabulary. And I think that's it.
Hell yeah.
Owen, take us away.
As you pass into the gateway and see the tundra, the waste, sprawling out before you in the light of the various moons and stars lighting the sky. It is a plain of ice, struggling to push through it. You can see grass, thorned shrubs cluster in groups off to the horizon. You can see there are distant low hills in a couple of directions. It's more of a stream than a river, really, that carved out this gorge that the gully that the town is nestled in. Meanders its way up off in front of you. You can see in places from its banks it's beginning to freeze over. And a cold wind catches you all. A shiver going down the backs of all except Vigil, who's more resistant to the cold.
So there's not much snow around? It's like kind of like a dry tundra?
At the moment, yeah. It can get snowy in
Right.
these parts, and the further south you go, the more likely that gets.
Yeah.
There's like sort of half-frozen pools just scattered across. It's almost like a cratered moonscape of dry grass.
Yeah.
And sort of
I've seen-
frozen bog.
I've seen Planet Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
In general, does it seem like we're heading up, maybe sloping gently? Or no?
A little bit, yeah.
Were we given instructions on how to use this compass that we were given?
Pretty much hang it from the thread, and it will. As you do so, it seems to have some kind of internal glow.
Okay.
It aligns itself in a southwesterly direction.
Soren turns on his broom and swoops down to Vigil and Enzo. Yeah, alright, so we're just gonna follow this for now, I suppose.
Lead on, navigator.
I think I'll stay off the broom for now, because I'll outrange you pretty quickly. But I'll keep Glimmer up in the sky to keep an eye out for us.
Okay.
So I will join the party on foot.
It's around this time that Soren, you feel a telepathic connection get made to you.
Hold on.
And you hear Turk's voice coming through. You kind of hear, is this thing on? The spell's on. Hey, Soren. Hey. So, heard you're going on. Off. That's, which I could say goodbye properly, but I did want to say I think I was going to stay with the ship. Captain, he needs help, and I like boats, and sailing, and I think here I can be more of help.
Was that a
And
sentence?
I think you can reply to this message, right? And you hear someone who you would have had interactions with, which is the mage that Sparrow had hired for the ship. Kind of essentially murmur, "Yes, just don't push it too much, please. Wrap it up." He goes, "Yeah, so see you soon." Turk Tempest out.
Soren
And you can reply to that.
pauses mid-step. Like, he just stops moving. Kind of tilts his head to the side like he's listening to something. Well, all right. Look, we're gonna take care of this thing in Veritania, and then we'll be back. So, let's say we meet up again in Sunken Cocoon in a few months. I have sending. I'll keep in touch. So I'll let the others know that you're staying. So, thanks, Turk. Be safe. I'll miss you. That's it. Soren kind of sags for a moment. Looks kind of off towards the horizon, and if anybody's watching him too closely, he tears up for about half a second, and then squares his shoulders and keeps moving.
The horizon back towards the sea is very briefly lit up. There's a ship begins to sail away, and you can see a flash of lightning upwards from its deck.
Ooh,
Just
nice.
as a
Oh,
wave farewell.
Turk's staying on with him. He will be coming with us. He thinks he can be more used to the captain, and his life's on the sea. He always said he felt more at home when he's on the water, and
Always the impression I got.
I think he'll be happier. But we need to move.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Vigil nods and begins to keep fucking walking.
I have no way to do a return lightning bolt, or I would. Dancing light's not working. Bullshit.
Closest Vigil gets is a fucking ray of frost stuff.
Yep. I can make hallucinatory terrain.
Listen to it, you make a big mountain. Bah! Big mountain that says bye.
Alright, we walk.
We walk. How hard of a? I guess we traveled through a fucking jungle for 40 days. We're hard asses.
This was probably easier, aside from random patches of ice that try to kill you.
Right. Nice
Yeah,
walking.
it's actually
Puddles.
that's kind of the worst thing about it is that it is so easy. It's just, you're just traipsing through this somewhat featureless landscape for what feels like a full day. It's again hard to tell. It's you camp whenever you all start feeling tired.
Did you know some people around here ride sleds pulled by dogs? It's a lot more efficient for crossing this. When there's
Yeah.
snow.
Do you have dogs handy, Enzo?
I have neither a sled nor dogs, no. I'm just saying.
That's
It'd be real
unfortunate.
nice if we did.
I have chilies. Do you want a chili?
A chili, like for eating?
Yes.
Sure.
It just has like a pouch of dried chilies.
Sure. Hell
Good.
yeah. Good tiefling food.
Yeah. Soren.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Vigil chomps a dragon chili.
Breath misting up in the air. Tom's climb for your first camp.
Okay. For
Watches.
what we feel like is evening based on our internal clock.
Yeah. Let's get a bit hungry, a bit sleepy, a bit tired.
Watches. Hey, I've never asked this. Does Glimmer sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, does Glimmer sleep 8 hours?
We cat naps on my shoulder a lot. Like most of the
So, I
time
mean-
he's in my collar, he's out cold.
So I mean, Glimmer can take him with a watch?
Well, with me with him, but yeah.
I meant like alone, so we don't have. Oh well.
He's not the most observant of creatures. He can see in the dark, but he's distractible.
I'm right here.
Sorry. I mean, if you want to take a watch on your own, I'm fine with it. I just, you've said in the past you don't particularly like it.
Well, maybe I've changed.
Glimmer, do you want to take a watch on your own then?
Oh, good lord, no. But I'm. Queens of Winter and Summer rewarded against her. I would much rather not.
Yeah, no, we'll take
But-
it together then. You can stay in my collar.
Very good.
He says no.
Well, it's gonna be a long night then, because if we each want 8 hours rest with watches, that's like 12 hours.
Yeah, not having a fourth is a bit hard.
It's fine. Hey, it's night all the time, and
Look,
we
I-
can only march so long.
I really only need about 6 hours of sleep. If I'm just resting for the next two, I'll be alright.
You're not resting, because well, okay. We got a lot of walking to do tomorrow. I guess you're flying.
I am flying, so I can take 6 and stay awake.
Alright.
for 2.
Fine. You're walking less than us, sleep less than us.
I mean, it's just like school all over again.
Vigil begins setting up camp.
I help Vigil set up camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does
I
this say?
can't-
What does this say on the side of this? I don't speak whatever the hell this. Where did I buy this from? I'm sure this was meant to reinforce one side of the.
Do you need help? Are you alright?
No, it is fine. Just who designed these poles? It's ridiculous.
I'll take first watch.
Did I tell you guys what actually happened with me and the bandit leader?
No, you didn't. You had us on the
While you were
airport.
scouting, I thought I'd like get in his good graces, and I
Right.
gave him some stardom. That's like the drug that lets you see, I think, into other places. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I remember when they were making that in the alchemy labs.
Anyway, he freaked out. I think he saw something, freaked out, and actually he'd stabbed the guy before that, but then he like lifted him up and was like, "Turn now!" And that's so weird. It was so strange.
Turn now as an accelerate the process, you think?
Yeah. I'm gonna with this guy's self. I can change the appearance of my weapon while I'm holding it. So I'm gonna make my dagger look like the dagger that I saw him stab the guy with.
I'll have a look at that.
Yeah, what does it look like?
Arcana check.
I mean, I am going from memory, so it's
14. It's a ritual knife, right?
It looks to be the finger of a creature. It seems quite similar to the blue slot.
Oh.
Or at least, well, you don't know it is a blue slot, but the blue-skinned hulking creature. It's like that, but thinner and red.
ooh.
So, this looks like a joint from that thing we killed.
What red?
As though you remember, it was still wriggling.
Yeah, it was still moving when he stabbed the guy with it. Soren, if you have any like spells left, can you try sending someone to ask what that creature was? Maybe. Does anyone who would know?
Do I know anybody at the tower who's specialized in magical creatures? Don't say Hagrid.
Harry Potter.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Maybe Winifred would have been into it, Soren's necromancer friend, but Soren's like sitting there kind of like racking his brain like, what the hell?
Just send like
So magical creatures probably be I feel like Skydreach is more of like a spell focused
Yeah.
establishment.
just send like Elsa or something and ask her to look into it.
She's busy, but... Do you know who would look up for me? Actually, you know what? Rylan would look it up for me. We're friends. Oh, no. Actually, Tilly. Tilly's the head archivist. She's bound to have a book about things like that. Anyway, I'm going to send Tilly. Hi, Tilly. Soren here. Just a quick question. Fought a giant blue frog a little bit ago. Rainbow insides, kind of violent, hooks for arms. Do you know what that is? Can you look it up for me? Hope you're well. Bye.
It's a great description to go off of.
Yeah. Giant blue frog, hooks for arms, rainbow insides.
Rainbow Insights.
I
Have you been
mean...
doing LSD, Soren? Should be the reply.
Tilly is Tessic as well.
This is one of those cases where a picture's worth 1,000 words. I wish we had picture messaging.
Soren's working on that.
We got AIM installed in our heads.
Don't have a data plan on sending.
Dancing milk emoji, dancing milk emoji, dancing milk emoji.
Eggplant.
You essentially get a response of, sure thing, Soren. I'll look up for the giant blue frog with spiny arms and rainbow insides.
She thinks I'm nuts.
Are you not?
Okay.
I'm not.
Visual smirks a little.
So, how cold is it throughout the night? There's not really a night because there's no sun, right? The temperature shouldn't change. But we're not moving. Does that mean we need to build a fire to stay warm?
We can't build a fire.
Oh yeah, there's no fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is cold enough that you kind of begin piling up the kind of winter gear and furs that you acquired.
All right. Eat more chocolate,
used to
huddle
be.
up warmer.
Yeah. It is unpleasant.
Okay. Do you want perceptions for our watches?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Up to his namesake.
I wonder if any DM has ever actually just been like, you fail a perception check, alright, your party's TPK, your throats are slit.
Yeah, probably. That's a bad DM.
Perception check, Enzo.
Oh, all of us. I thought you were gonna do like one at a time.
sorry.
Mine is 20. Not minus 20. Mine is 20.
Minus 20.
I only take first answers.
It's really dark.
It is an uneventful night.
Thank God for that.
Do we see any creatures? Megafauna? White dragons?
Jesus.
Frostworms?
Purple worms.
Lucy,
We see Lucy.
Yep.
roll me a d20.
I currently have an average ping of 1,000. Now, hold on a minute.
Rune,
Yes.
roll me a d20, please.
On
Just a d20.
9. Huh. I don't like it when he looks in the books.
That's how many Balors show up.
This is quite calm music. I can't turn pages quickly to this music.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. That's not a complaint. It's quite nice and chill.
Are we good? Am I back now?
Hi.
Sound back.
My average ping is 9.
Nope.
Nope. Bit DC there, Lucy. Bit.
I'm gonna go restart my internet. Be right back.
That's gonna break the overlay.
Sure is. All these random tables.
Soren,
Yo.
you see distant shapes moving
Okay.
in the moonlight. Taking time to look closely during your watch, you realize it is a herd of deer.
Huh.
Like creatures moving across the tundra.
All right.
Deer-like, he said.
Yeah. Let's see how many.
1D100.
There are. You reckon around 100
Wow.
of these creatures? And they're about maybe half a mile away. Silently moving past.
That's odd. They haven't noticed us, have they?
Don't seem to have now.
Cool. I'll just watch them for a little and then just keep watching the surroundings.
Nothing else of note occurs.
Okay, 6 hours in. I will. Who wanted to go next? I guess it's Enzo.
Well, your watch is not 6. Your watch is like 3 or
8.
4 hours.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
You're not taking an 8-hour watch.
Oh, time's hard. Yeah, 3. I'll take 4 hours.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
3 or 4 hour
No, I'll
watch.
take
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Wake us up.
Yeah, I'll wake Enzo up.
Sure. My illusion goes away in my sleep, and then I just wake up as Enzo. Oh, hey.
Yeah, there's a herd of something out
everything
there.
Fine?
Yeah, no, it's quiet, but there's a herd of something out there. About
I heard
100.
like
A deer or
what?
something.
it passed or it's still there.
I look at they passed on.
You can still see them. They're
I'll point them
a
out.
ways off now, but
Yeah.
still there.
I'll point them out to Enzo. The overlay is broken, we know. Lucy's getting her internet back. Yeah, I'll just point them out to Enzo.
I go about my watch. If nothing eventful happens, you can just skip probably to the morning.
Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Until that time where you all feel well rested.
Well rested.
Yeah.
And you could assume it's morning, were the sun not
Gone.
indeed gone.
Alright, I get half my hit dice back. Could be important.
Spell slots!
Spell slots.
Do.
Ba-da-da-da.
Okay, so half hit dice. So that's...
Yeah, which is 5.
Okay. That puts me back up to full on those then.
I had to
Okay.
spend 6 hit dice. I'm down 1.
2 channel arcanas. Everything is back to normal, and I will pick out some spells for today.
Nice.
Right. Is there anything in particular you'd like me to take, Enzo, or visual?
I'm back. Hello. Sorry about that.
Oh.
I don't know. I was here.
I'm assuming you are eating vigil food.
I guess.
No, we have supplies
We have
because we
supplies.
prepared for this tundra journey
Okay.
by buying things like cold weather clothing and tents, and I think one of those
Yeah.
things are probably food.
We did. I apologize. What did I miss?
Just
Nothing
watches
really.
and some deer.
Soren saw a herd of deer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the bag of holding got knocked down a lot in rations, and it's back up, so I think that's new rations.
Don't suppose you guys want me to take sending today? I don't think we'll need it for anything.
What would you prepare instead of it?
Bane.
Nah, take sending.
Okay.
Bane's no. I can cast it on my axe,
Alright.
but don't use that often.
Right.
I think unless you have a specific spell for crossing the tundra, then just keep your loadout.
Probably not control water, though.
Yeah, that's probably not too useful.
Greater Invis. That'll do.
Sure. Do you have regular invis?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you don't even know that one, do you?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. I have
Do
Invis and
we
Greater Invis.
'Cause they
Do
have
we
very
finish
different
our long
uses.
rest?
We did.
We did finish our long rest.
Sick.
Soren's
Thank
up
you.
a little before everyone, but to take that last 2 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Okay.
Impressive.
In the morning, with it still being dark.
Oh, I'm gonna change out one of my spells just briefly.
I will hold up the amethyst and see where it points us.
It continues pointing in a southwesterly direction, though you realise you're slightly off course.
Okay.
It points you towards it seems to be a range of low hills on the horizon.
Nice.
Bobby.
Owen.
Yeah.
Can I increase the overall speed of travel if I summon Havoc and me and Enzo ride it and Soren rides the broom?
I move
Or
40 feet.
two of us
Warhorse
could ride the
speed.
broom.
Yeah?
Yeah. So Vigil has the brilliant idea of let's not fucking walk the whole way when we have access to a magical horse.
You're
Good
right.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 60-foot speed on the horse, so
Me on the broom, I think I can keep pace with that.
Yeah, I guess two of us on the
Wait.
horse probably makes more sense than two of us on the broom.
Yeah, the broom goes slower with 2 people on it.
I think the horse with 2 people and long distance travel will be it will be quicker than walking,
Yeah,
but it won't be the full 60.
it'd be
I think-
easier than walking is the important part.
Yeah, my understanding of these things is that the advantage of a horse isn't that you go faster, but if you are good at horse riding, it's not as exhausting as traipsing there, and you can carry more stuff and go
Yeah.
fast if you need to.
Alright.
Okay.
But it is a unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal horse. So
yeah.
uh,
So Vigil wakes up after just a brief realization and strikes the fish. She goes, I think I might be dumb.
I wasn't
Just
going to say
briefly
anything.
wakes up and
We didn't know how to tell you. You're too stupid to understand.
this is the part where I resist dunking your face into the snow. But
Right,
we don't
so-
have any.
Why would you say that about yourself?
Instead of walking, we could just summon Havoc.
Oh, your horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's not dumb. I just didn't think of it.
It's a good idea. I did consider asking the drow for, like, horses or something at one point, but I figured that would be too much.
Yeah.
Definitely pushing our luck at that point. And Vigil summons Havoc and actually makes the note to summon Havoc without all of the Cavoli barding and armor and bullshit.
Soren will hop on his broom.
I will hop on the back of Havoc and put
Yep.
my arms around Vigil's waist. Like 2 people riding a motorcycle, it's impossible to do it in a non-romantic manner.
It's impossible to do it without whilst looking dignified.
I once rode a motorcycle with my brother and hung on to those 2 handlebars in the back.
Yes.
Like a limpet. It was terrifying.
I see people
Nice.
doing that sometimes, and I'm like, doesn't look fun. Doesn't look fun.
It wasn't.
All right,
Onward to great travel.
onward. I continue with my disguise as Nikolai, but I will talk as Enzo in the presence of you guys.
Sure.
But just in case something sees us before we see it, I want to look like Nikolai.
Swords in the air, about 30 feet up with, with Glimmer.
Do we know? Can we also sort of like geography check to know how long our distance is, how many days of travel we should have based on our speed?
Good
Maybe
point.
survival?
well, you have no idea of how far
We don't know.
First Nest is.
It does
Right.
move.
Only that.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you were given a convenient direction. Unfortunately, no distance. You get the feeling you are making a good speed. So,
All right. Keep an eye out for lights on the horizon. I imagine the city will be lit up, like floating and lit up, so easy to see.
yeah,
Head to those hills.
you are approaching the hills.
You alright?
Throughout the day.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing really. I was just thinking of how we could pass the time.
I mean,
We're
it
just gonna
is
keep telling Soren about different techniques for the
for the
just
rapier.
telling him as we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
About sword fighting.
Sure.
God, this is... I mean, I'm kind of enjoying it, but it's also pretty boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's kind of nothing here.
There's no one to talk to except you two, and you two are two of the worst talkers that I know. No offense. You just, you know...
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Just tell us what it was like growing up in what wherever you grew up.
Rythan Beach?
Yes, that one.
Oh, yeah, alright. Rythan Beach, let's see here. There's a single church, a single pub, a couple of houses, and not a lot there, but, when we were kids, my dad used to take us down to the lake, and it's not really a lake, actually. It's almost an inland sea, really. It's salt water, and, the really interesting thing about it, though, is that it has, white sand along the shore. One of the only places in the world that I've ever seen that does. Pure white, like sugar. Moonlight hits and it sparkles like magic, really.
Is it actually sugar?
No. No, it's, as far as I can tell, it appears to be the shells of crushed sea creatures that lived there long ago. Some people, there's a legend that says that the Eidolon of the lake used to be some sort of lady of snow. She died there, but I don't know the legend very well. We used to go swimming a lot. I mean, that's really all there is to do in Fort Rytham, but sometimes my dad would take us up into the mountains north of Tessel, and you could see the whole thing. And interesting thing about that lake is that it gets lighter in the middle, so it's dark blue and emerald green towards the sand, and then as it gets towards the middle, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. There's a little island right in the middle, but never been out there. It's just a sandbar as far as we know.
Seems like an odd formation.
There's a statue actually down by the there's a statue down by the beach of this mermaid. I don't know why it's there, but it's got this brass plaque at the bottom, like a brass base, and there's like it's marble, and the base of it's sort of got an inlay, and there's about a 3-inch gap, maybe 4-inch gap between the base of the statue and the brass holder. And Soraya, when we were about 5, got her legs stuck in between the statue and
It had to be sawn off.
no, we had to get the local hedge wizard out to cast grease on her to get her out. She used to get into trouble like that all the time. One time she got stuck up in a tree, and my dad had to climb the whole thing to get up to her, but by the time he got up there, she just climbed back down around him. And my ma would go around the town making sure everyone had food and everything. It was really quiet, honestly. I mean, considering how insane that the last 6 months have been. I mean, time in Fort Ryson was idyllic, really.
Has it been 6 months already?
Just about. Close to 7, actually. I mean, both all the time we spent in the jungle and then in Cavol travelling, and it's been about 6 or 7 months since we first met on that fucking boat.
I don't wish to sound mean, but has it been the most unpleasant 6 months of my fucking life?
I mean, no, that's fair.
Actually, no, that's not entirely true, actually. So, it's up there, but it's not the worst.
Compared to the fall of Cavol.
Yeah,
I
that's
was gonna
probably the
say.
worst, I dare say.
Well, for what it's worth, Never really had super close friends before this. You know, people you could say you trust with your life. Maybe friends and acquaintances and whatnot, like I did in school, but it's nice to not kind of be alone all the time.
It's not every day you attempt to topple an empire and save the world, though, is it?
No, no, this is definitely not how I thought I'd be spending my life right now. That's for certain.
It's fun
No,
to
I
travel
picked-
with people.
I pictured I'd probably be dead by now.
Really?
Yeah, I figured I would be dead at the head of some battlefield with a spear in my chest.
Oh, there's still time, Vigil.
Oh, don't you worry, I know.
Don't lose hope.
Don't you worry, my dreams of being dead on a battlefield with a spear in my chest, I'm sure are going to be fulfilled one day.
I hope not.
Doesn't have to be on the battlefield. I could stab you right now.
Please don't.
I mean, you can try.
Boys.
But there's something funny.
What?
The spear in my chest thing was a joke one of my friends used to tell me. And then it nearly happened. I have a wound in my heart where a spear got about an inch in and nearly killed me. It was very...
Was it Soren's mom or dad?
No, it was not.
Would have been awkward.
A little bit. Family reunion would have been a little worse, for that recall, but no. Somebody told me it was proof that I had a heart at one point because I nearly died. I called him a prick.
He wasn't wrong.
I mean, he was a prick, yes.
About you having a heart, but alright, I see your point.
So did the spear.
Nice. I have 5 Vigil from the back of the horse.
It's just laughter above you both.
No, look, 5.
Vigil straight up, like, the Vigil goes to high five you and misses because he's got a wisdom of 8 and thus no perception.
Oh no.
That was
Vigil, tell us a story from your past, preferably one that doesn't involve killing people.
That's a hard ask. I'm a soldier.
Tell us a fun story. Fun soldier story.
Okay. There was a fellow who was in my unit. Under my command. Tiefling actually had the name Luck.
Wow.
He took it as his virtue name. He said, whenever we would head into battle, he would say, well, at least luck is on your side. And in that manner, I suppose he was right. I've never seen a man dodge so many arrows in such a short period of time, and then proceed to fall over and get smashed in the face by a shield. He was a interesting individual. One of those people in the group that would be difficult to... I say difficult to stand had you not the right attitude to deal with him. Someone who would constantly tell jokes, and one of the people that was sort of the spirit of the group, but occasionally would go too far.
Yeah,
He's a fun individual to be around. Fun individual to be around. I do actually miss him.
Luck? Did he survive?
No, as far as I'm aware, no. The only person I know who has survived from the old days was Diligence.
Oof.
So, you find yourselves arriving at the hills?
But I haven't told my story yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, mine will be quick. Enzo impatiently finishes for Vigil's story to finish, and it's like, okay, my turn. So, one time I was working for the Peacocks, and we were still pretty small, and like building ourselves up. And we were just a theater company back then, but like we stole stuff sometimes.
The hills begin to rise up on either side of you with short, rocky outcrops as the terrain changes.
Okay. And then a rival theater company was putting on an opera, and let's just say that the rich clientele left all their stuff in the cloakroom, and let's just say when they got back, most of it wasn't there, and the rival theater company got the blame for losing it or stealing it, and well, we kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone, you know?
That's one way to do it.
That's definitely one way to muscle out the competition.
And then we bought their theater for dirt cheap prices when they went out of business.
Holy shit.
Ruthless.
Wow.
Well, it seemed to have worked.
They were pricks, and their clients were all rich people who had too much money anyway.
Well, eat the rich.
No great loss.
Oh, these are some hills.
So,
There is the smell of burnt hair on the air.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Nope, that's not it.
it's unpleasant.
I'm gonna swoop
How-
down closer to the other two and get on the horn.
Vigil sniffs. How can something be burnt if there is no
That's a very
Fire.
good question.
Oh shit, yeah, I smell that too.
Do you smell that?
acid? Potentially something else that can burn in that manner.
I'm gonna actually take a
Would you
deep
say it was burnt?
breath.
Owen, burnt what?
burnt hair.
Or just
It
burning?
smell like burnt hair. The smell of like burnt hair.
Burnt hair.
25 perception. So I'm just gonna kind of take
That would
that.
be with disadvantage though.
Well, I'm smelling. I'm not seeing.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So
What are
it
you trying
depends
to-
on his smell of vision.
Oh. What?
What are you trying to discern from smelling it?
Is this okay? I know fire, and I know burning things. Is this a chemical smell? Is this like actually burning hair? Or is it something that mimics burning hair? Is this actually burning, or is it?
I mean, it's a smell akin to the smell of burnt hair.
Nothing else in that. Okay, there's no like chemicals that mimic that smell or anything like that.
No.
Acids,
No.
that kind of thing. Okay.
It smells of burn. There's like a carbony smell to it.
So smoke.
Charcoaly
Burning.
smell.
Okay. No, that's actual burning. Like, ugh.
How?
I don't know. I'm gonna look around. Is there light?
There is no light.
Okay, I'm gonna.
As you investigate, looking around, the sort of the valley that you're going through, and the ground has become colder. You're seeing patches of snow here and there. It's not fresh snow. It's the snow that's been out too long and has kind of turned into lumps of like ice crystals more than snow at this point. You do spot up ahead what seem to be corpses on the ground, but not humanoid. You realise they're the voices of the deer creatures, which seem just to be deer, but larger than you would normally expect. Let's move to it.
Should I put on creepier music? This is very happy.
Very peaceful.
But I don't know, maybe this is a happy, peaceful scene. Oh no, there's dead deer all everywhere.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, that's a
there's
lot of
dead-
corpses. I'm gonna swap to the map.
Oh, I got it. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Shit, it's the deer we saw.
It is, yeah.
I've had enough of these motherfucking deer in this motherfucking tundra.
We should probably be careful. That's just a feast waiting to happen right there.
Why the
Sorry.
hair?
I don't know. What's up?
Soren, I have a theory. Try and cast a firebolt. Just try. Perhaps the sun has returned,
I
but it is
can't
nighttime.
anymore.
Or perhaps it only works here. Maybe there's like something, I don't know.
I didn't take any fire spells and I can't cast firebolt anymore.
Oh.
What do you mean you can't cast it anymore?
I asked Kintyr to give me something else. I wanted to learn another spell so I wasn't completely defenseless while the sun's gone, and I forgot how to cast firebolt, alright?
I'll try a green flame blade, which is a flame evocation cantrip, which I assume was not working before, but now is. Or
I'll try dancing lights.
It does not work.
No,
speaking of,
evocation's not working.
my booming blade is an evocation cantrip. Does that work? Should it have not
Yes.
worked this whole time? Okay. Because the difference between fire and. Okay. Huh. I hop off of Havoc and start to approach on foot.
Okay.
I'd be really careful. I don't know
Keep
what...
Sauron, get a little altitude. See, make sure there's no one like hiding in the rocks or something.
Yep, I'm headed up and I'm gonna invoke the Charm of Dark Vision.
Visual, let's
Okay.
check this out.
Owen, can you give me control of the horse token, please?
Oh, sorry.
Alright, there's one left of those.
Careful, Visual. It's a good ambush spot.
Oh,
Can
sorry.
move faster on the horse.
Okay.
Gonna get up into the...
Thank you.
above the hill and kind of look around.
Let's do some moving.
There's a subtle grid on the snow that's misaligned with your grid.
I can see
Yeah, I
that.
know.
Tilting me.
I know. I tried.
You can take the map and just hold Alt and like nudge it with the arrow keys.
Can also just rescale it. Ugh. Oh god, something in my shoulder just popped. That was really
There we
uncomfortable.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's the T, sis, as they say. Okay, I advance on foot. Good. I'm stealthing for no reason. I mean, if something would see me if they see me.
Soren is going to be about 40 feet up.
Everybody stop moving. Enzo, as you approach the fallen body of the deer, you realize that its guts have been completely ripped out by a somewhat large maw of some kind. It is in that exact moment that I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Ah! Alright, cool.
So it's a surprise
let
birthday
me-
party for Enzo.
Okay.
Haha! 5.
He's turning 82.
6! Woo!
10. It's
Oh.
double what you got.
Boy.
Havoc is a warhorse, right? It's just fine steed.
Yeah, it's fine. Steve. I re-rolled Owen and got 5 again. So, perfect.
Nice, sorry.
Havoc has 19 hit points. Nice,
Havoc.
historical. Does your horse have full plate or like barding?
We hope.
Let me have a look.
By
Horse
default,
has...
the horse is not.
No, it does not. It's unless it's unless I specify and like actually do such a thing. It's only got 11 AC.
Yeah, in my game, the paladin bought barding for his horse.
That's pretty
Nice.
sick.
And just recently
Oh.
he hit 13, so he has greater steed. So now his horse is a griffin.
Sick. Are we meant to be on Skyrim atmospheres right now?
No, it's not. I
No,
changed it.
that's your watch together. You should refresh it.
Okay, I'll do that now.
So,
Ah, there we go.
Enzo, just as you kind of lean over it and look at the body and go, ooh, something big and nasty took a bite out of this. There is an eruption of earth, grass, and snow from right next to you, Vigil, as an enormous,
Great.
almost insectoid, serpent-like creature, maybe 30 feet long, coils up out of the ice. It has a row of glowing, flame-like spines down its back. As
Oh, God.
What the fuck? What is that?
it bursts free of its underground hiding place, rears up, and it's more just unhinges, and it dives down onto you.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I've never
I
fought
will
these,
double
but I know the
check
name.
what happens. I fought this last week. Actually, no, I fought this 2 days ago. I fought this
Oh,
2 days
shit.
ago.
I have no idea what this
sorry.
is. Please don't spoil it.
I will
This is
not.
a Wendigo.
Yeah.
How the fuck does this work with a horse? Can I make
Uh,
a dex check to fucking make this thing eat the horse and not me? Or something?
Well, they would have to pick a
Wow.
target.
Oh, so it's going for me
And-
and not the horse.
Yes, it is
Too
reared
small.
up and is coming down.
Okay. Alright. What do you want me to do, my dude? Is this
What?
AC? What's up?
Attacking you, and you are currently surprised.
Okay.
Has
Damn.
advantage on the bite.
Damn.
Holy mother of fuck.
What? That's some damage.
What the fuck?
Its teeth. It strikes you. Its teeth crunching into your armor. You and you are. So,
That's massive damage.
Okay.
So that's minus
Yeah.
what? 50? Because I have fire resistance.
48. You take 4 from the fire.
Oh, that's
44.
that's exactly half health.
Oof.
Oh no, that's
Okay,
over half health. Never mind.
Alright, Soren, don't get bit.
You are grappled and restrained.
I have to assume it has some sort of surprise attack bonus damage. 'Cause that's insane DP
Cool.
damage. Whoa.
Looking at the dice it rolled, it did also just roll very well.
Oh yeah,
That's
wow.
above average.
Nice.
But I mean, 60, 10 plus 7 is...
Enzo.
Okay, so it's a giant worm. It's like a centipede
I think-
with... like, wings. Holy shit, Enzo charges into battle, I think. How long to apply a poison?
That sounds like it'd be an action to me.
An action too? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fair.
I think as a point of order, I think the advantage would have come from it attacking from hiding, not necessarily full surprise, as you were on edge and preparing for something.
Right. Okay.
So like we're not surprised. We're not skipping
You would
around.
not be losing an action this turn, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because otherwise
That
I'd just
makes
be
sense.
straight up dead. All right. Holy
Okay.
shit, though.
So
Yeah.
I bonus action Hexblade's cursing it. There's no like difficult terrain or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Run in 30 feet and booming blade. What the? Get off! Get off, Vigil!
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, it's Hexblade's cursed. And advantage, right? Because I have a flank.
I would say, yeah, you are. It is distracted by its assault on Vigil.
Hey, perfect. And Havoc too flanks it. With advantage, come on, 19 or 20. That I cannot crit on these. Oh well, like 22.
That is a hit.
Okay. This damage is slashing, or sorry, piercing on thunder. It's D4 plus 9 because it's Hexblade's cursed. 2d6 sneak attack and 2d8 thunder, and it's boomed. 28.
Oof, nice. Okay. As your blade strikes into its back, finding a weak point in the carapace, those glowing spines on its back flare up, and you realize that its body is red hot, and that the snow is actually like melting where it's a step. So the snow around it, as you strike it, it kind of flares up with heat, and you take 13 halved because you're a tiefling.
Fire
So
damage.
that'll be six points of fire damage.
Okay. No problem. And can you put the booming blade on it so we don't forget?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Havoc's turn, right?
Yep.
I mean, can Havoc can't move me, can he? Because I'm on him and the thing is grappling me.
Yeah, you are grappled by the creature.
Okay. I can't move Havoc then because I'm on him. I think Havoc's just gonna slap at one then. Go horsey.
Okay.
Kill.
Go, horse,
Flank.
go.
Advantage.
Yeah, it does. It does have advantage. Yeah. So, which is the wildest sentence. Go horse. 7. I'm glad I have advantage. Come on, horse. 25.
Nice.
Go havoc.
Nice.
It takes 11 bludgeoning damage. Go havoc. Holy
Go horse, go.
Okay.
shit. Go horse, go. Havoc takes how much damage? Wow, okay, that's almost all of Havoc's health.
Havoc takes
Sure.
15 fire damage
Yeah.
from this creature's heated body.
Damn. Heated
Yikes.
body.
Sorry, come to you.
Okay.
Fucking shit.
Second verse, same as the first. Channel Arcana. Gonna give myself a +2 bonus to my fucking spell save and cast Hold Monster on this motherfucker.
Yeah, saw that coming.
Again, the
Okay.
chains of red just start swirling around him.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh,
it
eat
fails.
shit, Owen! Oh my
With
god!
0 wisdom, too.
Ouch. Ouch. Alright, cool. Soren will use his movement to fuck off. Let's see here. At 40 feet, so that puts me 45 from here. Yeah, that's as far as I can get.
Enzo turns to the creature and gives it 2 gold and says, I'm gonna pay you 2 gold to fuck off.
And I will send Glimmer out. Just have him movement dash. Fuck off.
Okay,
Just out of the battlefield.
Alright.
cool.
So, grappled
Visual.
and restrained, the most fun set of words I've ever heard. That keep happening. Keeps happening, bro! The fuck does restrained do again? Restrained is you can't do jack
Yeah,
shit unless you
You
break
can't
it.
move and disadvantage on everything. Everything has advantage on you.
Fucking hell. And
Yeah.
grappled just reduces my movement to 0.
Yeah, grappled is the less bad version of restrained.
Fuck.
Do you have Misty Step?
Nope, I am not an ancient paladin.
Best option might be to whack it.
I'm gonna cast fear on it.
Ooh. Okay,
I'm going to
don't hit
cast
me.
the cone that way
Yeah.
and cast fear on it. It has to make a wisdom save and
Yeah, okay.
has to drop whatever it is holding and become frightened for the duration.
Alright, good luck.
Good job, guys. Targeting its wisdom. Yeah.
It fails,
Woo!
however, it is paralyzed and can't drop you.
Wait, it didn't
No, it
fail.
failed.
The
It failed.
It
monster, no.
succeeded.
It succeeded on my
the
spell
whole
save.
monster save. So it's not paralyzed.
Was it? I thought your DC. Oh, it was.
18.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Because I don't have
Right.
my I don't have my second
I had-
ASI, Owen.
I had the
Yeah.
20 in my head, so I
Nope.
was like, "Oh shit! It failed."
18.
Whoa!
18.
That's
man.
why I was so like cheerful about it.
18. No, it succeeded.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it fails the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's now frightened. It
Okay.
has to let go of me.
Which is why I said, okay, I guess it didn't make a lot of
This is
sense
gonna be
contextually.
good. On its turn, it has to dash and move away from you,
Yeah.
which provokes from both of us and the Booming Blade Curse.
And
Yeah.
the horse, apparently.
Well,
Or does it have combat
the funny thing
reflexes?
is, one of my own abilities works against me horribly here. Because if anything's feared within 10 feet of me, it can't move. This is the good old-fashioned...
Yikes.
Yeah, but however, it does have to drop me.
Does have to drop you.
It does have to drop me, so that means no grapple, no restraint. Which is pretty fucking sick.
And also
However, it is still frightened.
It starts the turn taking, what, 5 psychic damage?
No, fucking 3 psychic damage.
Half your paladin level.
Oh, half my paladin level. Yeah, my bad. Equal to half my paladin level. Yeah, so 5. So no grapple, no restrain. Fox, Fox, Final Destination, etc. Can I? So I'm gonna use my fucking. The frightened creatures able to take attacks of opportunity against you?
I assume so. It'd just be a
Roll it.
disadvantage.
I
Yeah.
don't
But it has to
roll
move
that
its
dice.
action. It has to move its action to dash, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but it can't. If it's within 10 feet of me.
Right.
Because aura of.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to move away so that your aura doesn't freeze it in place.
Yeah, but if I do that, I'm gonna get attack of opportunity and die.
Oh, maybe it'll miss. It is
Or-
frightened, so it has disadvantage right now.
Can I bonus action chug a potion?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action chug my greater.
Don't you have
Which
a
will
thing where
be-
you don't die once, like at 1 HP, your armor?
I have death. I have Scald and Shield, but I would rather have it. I'd rather try and avoid it popping so that it can become useful later because this thing hits like a fucking truck.
Yeah, but getting it to run for both of its actions seems pretty good, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking bonus action, pop my potion, and heal for 14, which is not the best roll, but it'll do.
It's actually
And-
exactly an average roll.
And then I'm going to use my fucking 60 feet of movement. I'm not gonna move that way. Seems like a bad idea in case there's any more of them in the snow, and this encounter
That's
was
when the
challenge rating
second one
60,000.
pops.
Yeah, right.
In case this encounter's level was challenge rating 60,000. I'm gonna move over here. Yeehaw.
Maybe it'll AFO Havoc.
Here's hoping, because it doesn't have disadvantage on attacking Havoc.
So I think that's disadvantage on attack rolls whilst doing anything within sight
Ah.
of you.
Yes,
Sick.
frightened means if you have sight of the creature, you have disadvantage.
Alright. Yeah, so that's my turn. Main action fear, bonus action, potion
Well,
chug,
let's
movement
see
action over
that
here.
it doesn't, like, disadvantage crit you on its
It would have to
AFO.
roll twice, wouldn't it? 2 crits?
Okay. It does
Yeah.
go for you, Vigil.
Yep.
That was me seeing which way it was going to go.
Random roll.
It goes for you.
Okay.
So attacks with disadvantage.
Yep.
It's
Two
your
nat 20s.
because you cast fear.
Yep.
It is no longer has you grappled.
Yep.
So instead of doing its next action, it will simply bite you again.
Okay. Alright, it's got a grapple action. Good to know. Ugh.
2 nat
That-
20s.
Do it. There we are. A
17.
17 does not hit my AC. I have 19 AC.
You manage to essentially punch its head away with the shield.
Mhm.
Oh, I did it twice.
Yeah,
Oops.
you already rolled.
30?
Thank God.
This thing is terrifying.
Holy shit.
Jesus fuck. Alright, cool.
Hmm.
Is that one attack then? So it gets one AOO and then...
It did the bite and missed. Yeah.
Thank God for that. Alright, cool. Sick. And...
You
Ow.
did all your actions. Your action, bonus action moved. So.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I've still got 30 feet of movement, but I do not want to spend it, because I don't want to
It's
go
now
anywhere that will fuck me
Its
up.
turn.
Yep.
So, because is it movement speed not 0 anymore?
No.
I'm nowhere near it now, yeah, so it must take the dash action and move away from me by each of the safest route on each of its turns. Unless there is nowhere
Okay.
to move.
It burrows underground.
It takes 3d8 from me and an AFO.
Yep.
And I add my proficiency to the 3d8 because it's Hexbase cursed. And it
Nice.
says all damage rolls. So 18 thunder. And I will AFO it. And do I get advantage because it's frightened? I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. I don't think so.
Let me look that up real quick. No. You don't get advantage on an frightened creature.
Holy fuck, thank you, Oath of Conquest.
I will
Oh.
still try to AFO it.
Yep.
Just a straight roll. Come on, 19 or 20. That's a 19.
Oh, baby!
Fuck yeah.
I crit on a 19 while Hexblade's curse is up.
Nice.
Nice.
Unfortunately, can't be. I don't have Warcaster, so it can't be a spell. But it is this much piercing damage.
Piercing damage.
24. Ah, poor wow. 3 ones.
Woof.
Do you heal as well?
If it dies.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
It's a land butthole.
So how much damage is that in total?
24 piercing. And I think I take
Nice.
some damage in return.
Oh yeah, did it take the 5 psychic for starting its turn near me?
But it didn't start
It
its turn near you.
didn't start stunning.
Oh. Actually, yeah, my bad. 10. Yeah,
No
because,
worries.
yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, Enzo, you take roll. Oh, Vigil. At the start of your turn, before you cast Fear, you would have taken
Yeah.
3d6 from being in contact with the creature,
Ah, okay.
I think.
Cool.
Maybe I'll just double check the timing on that.
Well, it
Alright.
makes sense because you started the turn grapple and
Yeah.
restrained, and then you did the fear.
So you would have taken 4 fire damage.
Oh no. Okay, cool. Thank you.
But it wouldn't trigger concentration checks. That's why I'm specifying before the
Because it was
spellcast.
before the
Yeah,
fear.
it's
That
fine,
makes sense.
Yeah.
okay.
And yeah, it disappears.
I'm gonna assume my 24 doesn't kill it.
No.
Holy shit, Vigil, you alive?
Yep.
Should we
Fine.
run?
It's somewhere. I'm gonna get some high ground. I'm gonna run on some rocks because I assume it can't burrow through rocks, so it cannot burrow out and eat me.
Hopefully.
I guess we're
and
still in initiative.
Yeah.
I did take massive damage. What am I doing with that?
Let me grab my DMG.
I've never fought one of these. These are cool.
They are awful. We fought a young Remoras the other day.
Oh
They are not fun. No, like in the other campaign, we fought a young Remoras the
No,
other day. They
I
are
just
awful.
remembered that the young Armor stat block exists.
Oh yeah. There's young and then there's full grown. Full grown are fucking terrifying, evidently. I've never fought a full grown one.
Plus 11 to deal 60, 10 plus 7. I mean, this is no joke.
I have never fought a full one. I've only ever fought young Remoras.
That's why I'm far away.
There is a reason that this is a land of hunters.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, we can kill it. Honestly, if the whole monster, if it hadn't, like, failed, succeeded that, it was over.
So, let me just try and find it with the D index.
Forehead.
Massive damage, 273. So, as your body is hit with shock, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Vigil
Ooh.
bonus.
You do get your vigil bonus.
15.
That is good because that's the DC.
Whew.
Nice.
Let's roll a hypothetical D10
I'd like to see the result of this hypothetical D10.
just to
That's not my
understand the
limit.
value.
10.
Okay, that's the least bad. You would have simply been able to take no reaction till the end of your next turn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty small.
Well,
A 1 is you drop to 0
Yeah.
forehead.
from
I'm fine,
shock.
though. I'm alive though, so I'm alive. None of this
Alright.
happened.
Are we still in an initiative, Owen?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was it's my turn, right after its turn? Because it just took its turn to leave. I voted, and it's my turn now, I think. Right, Owen?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to make a check for it. At the end of its
Yes,
turn.
because of fear.
Yep.
Make a
Meanwhile,
wisdom save. It's a fail.
Sorry, no, that would have been not with disadvantage.
not with
Oh, that's a success.
Unfortunately.
It is no longer scared of me.
no longer scared. It might come back up. Enzo doesn't know, obviously, that it succeeded, but Enzo's first thought was, if it can burrow, I'm gonna get out of the like just the earth. I'm gonna go onto some rocks.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to run and bonus action dash. I don't know how. Maybe it takes some extra movement to get up on the rocks.
It would be half speed to get up onto. I would say
How far can I get with 60?
this would be the top. So with 60, I would say you can get to this square here, which would be about sort of 10-15 feet up on a rock.
I can't see where you might be on the wrong layer on the jam.
Oh,
layer.
I am. It annoys me that it does that.
Yeah. Especially now that they have the hide from players option on the ruler, they should really change that. So like 50.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get up to this lip of an edge here.
Ah, okay. Sure, I will run up to there with my bonus action dash, and as an action, I will cast Mirror Image from my dagger.
Okay.
And then I'll shout, Vigil, get some high ground. It might come back. I have no idea.
Horse.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, Havoc's gonna fucking move me. I'm gonna go up onto high ground, whatever the rock is where Enzo's going.
I mean, Enzo had to like climb up the rock face to get out.
I don't know
I'm
how
gonna
that
say
works with Havoc, me being in my mount and all.
Havoc could move to the bottom of the cliff, and then on your turn you could climb up.
Alright, sick. That works. Plus, it means that more than likely Havoc's the one that's going to be taking the hit rather than me, so I will do that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, horse.
Oh boy. Excuse me. Yeah.
Just drop a grenade in there. I've played Witcher 3.
I wish.
Granatan!
Alright, I'm gonna get on the spice member. When it shows its head again, do you want it slowed or paralyzed?
Paralyzed would be nice if it's
Paralyzed.
coming back.
Okay, I'm going to...
Soren, how high up are you right now?
Probably about 30 feet. Why?
Let's check it.
Cool.
Oh no.
Yeehaw!
Oh no.
But Soren is not a stupid boy, so he's gonna move 25 feet over to these rocks over here.
And that's when the deer zombies animate.
Right? And I will hold my action to cast, well, I can't up the DC if I hold monster for when it shows up again, can I? Because it's bonus action, I only get
No.
one action. Okay.
Unfortunately not.
Maybe, let me see.
They're both concentration.
I wouldn't ready a fifth, because if it doesn't
No,
appear...
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead, what I will do is cast greater invisibility on myself. Goodbye.
Smart.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's slow and hold monster are both concentrations, so...
You're so lucky you have the broom, because I suspect it has tremor sense. So it probably knew exactly where you were and would have just chomped up and eaten you.
Vigil.
Yes. It's time to climb a cliff. I'm Vigil. I'm gonna climb
It's
a cliff.
15 feet high, standing on the back of the horse. I'd say 10 feet of movement to get up. Half
Sick.
speed for climbing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to where. Yeah.
I like how after all that token work, we're back to the old token art.
Yeah, I didn't have time to
It's fine. We
get
can do
it.
it next week.
We'll be ready.
So I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna climb up the cliff, and then I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on myself to restore myself to full HP because I'm a paladin.
Glimmer is off the map, Owen, so if you want to just nuke his
Yeah.
token.
I'm gonna give myself 38 points of healing.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, let me...
You see, Vigil's like half slick with blood when he climbs the cliff. Casts Lay on Hands. You see the wounds seal up, but there's some residual scarring.
Ugh.
Doesn't seem to go away, but he stays up there still on the cliff. Damnable creature.
That thing almost
hell
fucking
is-
ate you.
I am aware.
Also... Oh no, you're a horse.
Mid conversation, there is a as the ground under Havoc opens up and the creature reappears.
Chomp.
F's in the chat for Havoc.
Bye,
It's fine. He's
buddy.
a great. It's fine. He's a great steed. He's a steed. He's made of light and wishes. It's fine.
Made of light and wishes, or in your case, darkness and angst.
Anger. He's just made of
I'll
rage.
have you know, made of horse meat and angst.
Rage horse.
Angst. And glue.
Jesus.
What do you make glue out of? Tiefling horn.
Oh, Havoc.
Bye,
Havoc
buddy.
takes 55 points of damage.
Havoc's gone. Havoc's
He had 4.
Ooh.
Yep.
Havoc's gonna have a headache in the afterlife, wherever that may be.
Havoc takes, I think, that's 3 times his health in one go. How many massive damages does he have to roll? Oh, and 6?
Yeah,
He's just dead.
Yeah.
overkill.
Like, I think the next time you summon Havoc, he's gonna have a scar.
Yeah.
He will move to there.
They're gonna be putting your horse back together in the Nine Hells.
Enzo.
And I imagine it's not happy that the thing at 8 just poofed out.
No. It kind of bites down, the body just goes as he does. it kind of gives this long, deep hiss that makes snow begin to tremor and fall off the rocks.
Cool.
And then its
Alright.
head kind of it does that sort of weird cobra thing where it kind of ducks down, but then curls up, looking up at you on the rocks.
I'm gonna do a cool charge at it off the cliff.
Fuck yeah!
Bonus action aim, and then diving with the. Well, looks like a battle axe, but it's actually a dagger. 2 hands. I can bonus action aim to get advantage, right?
Yeah, I think that's homebrew rule we're using.
Cunning action. Okay, we're going in, boys.
Yeet.
Booming blade. Come on, crit. It's not a crit, but it's a 21.
That is a hit.
Pretty
Okay.
sick.
2d, not 2d4. 1d4 plus 9 plus 2d6 plus 2d8. 28.
Nice.
Sick.
Good sneak attack on that, and it is boomed. And 4 Enzos, or I guess 4 Nikolais, jump off the.
Yeah, he's unsure which one to defend against as your blow hits.
It's maximum stab. Maximum stabitude.
Where do I have?
Snorkatork.
Sneak attack.
So that was 28 damage.
Sneak attack.
Cool.
Snack attack.
Soren.
Yo.
Enzo, you take
Cool.
Oh yeah.
3 points of fire damage.
Alright.
Thankfully not concentrating.
Okay. I'm gonna get over here. I'm still invisible. And I will. The only spell that I have that does damage right now is Guiding Bolt, so.
Enzo, can you make me an acrobatics check, please? Is leaping off the cliff.
Sure.
Let's
So at
see.
15 feet high, so I think there is a risk of stumbling.
Okay.
7.
You do land prone.
I only spent half my movement, so can I just get up? Because I
Uh,
movement to get up.
okay, sure.
So I do. I land prone, but then I do a cool roll to get up out of it.
Sweet.
Actually,
Baller.
you know what? I didn't think this through, but I'm gonna break invis and
You're
try
great
to.
at invis, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna break invis and try to hold monster it again.
Oh yeah, concentration.
Yep.
Rip.
So okay, Channel Arcana as the second use of it today. Hold monster, 5th level. Please do not
Yeehaw.
succeed. DC 18, please, Owen.
Okay.
I'm cheering for the monster.
Oh.
Channel
Oh,
It
Arcana did
fails.
it.
Yep. Clutch.
Its entire form.
Thank you,
Locks up.
Freyren.
All right. Goodbye.
Praise me, baby. All right.
All right, I'm no longer invisible.
Single monster encounters and hold spells.
Yeah.
All right, I have, but
Up for
Owen,
that,
the
alright.
blue dot on my token means I'm concentrating on a spell.
Okay. Vigil.
It's Vigil. I'm gonna use all my movement to get over to it.
It's Vigil
Paralyzed
Okay.
time.
creatures and paladin crits.
I'm gonna move over here and use all my movement to get over to it. It is
Okay.
time to stab, shank, and spank in all that way. I'm gonna. Nah, I can't two-hand. I'll have to get rid of my shield. I'm gonna keep my 19 AC. Thank you. Attack. 16.
23 have advantage is paralyzed.
Oh, yeah. So yeah. 23.
Well,
so yeah,
that's-
that's. I'll just roll 2d8 because they both do d8 damage. So
Okay.
that's 14 on top. And then I'm gonna smite, of course. 3rd level smite.
Oh.
Yas.
48,
gonna
8
be-
d8.
8d8, yeah.
Yas.
Damn.
Good lord.
Smite it into the dirt.
35.
Hold monster and hold person are basically save or die spells.
Yep.
Second attack. Yeehaw. 21.
That hits.
Another 2d8. Cool. And then I'm gonna dump a 2nd level into this. So 66. Oh, 68, my bad. 27.
Woohoo!
Oh, Jesus. So
Paladin.
round was 6, 51,
And then
97.
I'm gonna bonus action and cast spiritual weapon.
Fair.
Oh god.
Yeehaw! That appears next to it, and it hits with advantage. Because it's a crit automatically,
You take 9 points of
2d8.
fire.
And it takes that much, so it takes what? 14... 18 more damage from that.
Cool.
Take what, 9 points you say?
9 points from the striking it.
Mhm.
And it's somewhat anticlimactic. You do these 2 epic blows, and the creature's still standing, and then the spiritual weapon, donk,
Ha!
paralyzed breaks, and its serpentine form coils, writhes, spasming on the ground.
Whew, say the 4 Nikolais.
It's dead, yeah?
Yeah.
It's much just a little bit of delay between them all.
It's just a chorus.
Yeah. Well.
Wow!
You alright down
Everybody
there?
okay?
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I'm doing okay.
Vigil checks the healed gash in his shoulder, where there's slightly now it's like pink in color, where the rest of his skin is red.
I heal 12 when it dies because it was cursed.
Well,
Nice.
that was certainly a thing.
Okay. Fellas, I think I've solved the mystery of what ate these deer.
Whoa.
Is the corpse still warm with these weird spine things? Are they still like red hot? Or does it stop when it dies?
They are still hot.
See what you can
I'm
pull
just-
off of that thing.
That's exactly what Vigil was feeling.
I also don't know if that's the only one.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about the second one.
If there is a second one.
Well, we did okay on that one.
Yeah.
We really didn't. It nearly killed me.
Good spells, Soren. Good spells. Good work.
There's a thumbs up from the air. Soren's actually his predominant occupation is actually scanning the nearby terrain, to make sure there's not a second one of these things about to bust up on us and kill us.
Okay.
Havoc isn't going to be pleased.
Wash your step.
Yes. Also, good work to your horse for getting eaten instead of you.
I don't know if we're safe yet.
I'm gonna get back up on the rocks.
Okay, Vigil will clamber onto the rocks, and well, he'll actually sit like right near the bottom here, and resummon Havoc.
Oh.
It's 10
Oh, you can
minutes.
do that in 10 minutes. Okay,
Yeah, it's 10
but
minutes.
before my illusions time out, I just go, thank you, Nikolai. And you, Nikolai. And also you, Nikolai.
Piece of shit. Alright. Fine, Steed, 10 minutes. Horseback.
Alright, I'm still in the air. I'll call Glimmer back to me.
Does Havoc return?
And are we attacked by anything else in the next 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Havoc does not immediately return.
Oh, what, really?
Oh wow, it's being pieced back together.
I gotta say he's still being combobulated.
So do I get... Does my spell go off, or do I still spend the spell slot?
I'd say the ritual fails.
It's not a ritual, it's just a straight up
Is it?
spell.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Cost me a spell slot to do so. So it fails and I don't spend it, or...
It fails, you don't spend it. It's more
Sick.
of an amusement from the sheer amount of overkill that he took.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you go to cast Find Steed, and then you
Yeah.
hear doo-doo-doo.
We're sorry. The number you've dialed cannot be connected. Please
The
check
horse
the
you
number.
have tried to summon has currently been dismembered.
Please check the horse and try again.
Whew. Alright, Soren, you're never walking on the ground again while we're here.
No, I'm good with staying up here, actually. Thank you. Wow.
Well,
Half of Vigilant would have eaten all of you.
No, that I would have died.
Vigil looks a little bemused when he tries to summon Havoc. Havoc, for fuck's sake.
26 perception, I'm just
I guess
watching.
we're walking again.
Havoc
Stay on
isn't
the rocks.
coming back currently. That's never happened before. Havoc has taken spears to the face before.
I mean, he did sort of get absolutely decimated.
Havoc has taken arrows for me. That horse is a beautiful work of art, but then suddenly this... Nick frowns.
Just give it an hour and see what happens.
Vigil tops himself off with Q-Ins in the meantime. The fuck? 2 radiant. I deal 2 radiant damage to myself. There's Divine Smite. I heal.
Oh, if you're doing that, give me 2.
Yeah. How much health do you need?
Actually, don't bother. Save your lands. I'm at 2 HP from max, but who cares?
Let's proceed on the rocks then. If there are any more of these things, I don't want to let them know we're here.
I'm sure. I guess no horse might as well walk on the rocks.
I'm gonna actually head over here towards them.
Vigil will follow.
Fuck it, I'm too curious. I hop down.
Oh, Enzo!
I'll be right
Enzo!
back. I can dimension door twice still. I'll be fine.
Oh god.
Something attacks me, just run.
I mean,
Remember, guys, this world is an illusion.
Yes, I remember your delusions quite well.
Oh, and my illusions, too. I'm going to inspect the body. Does it look like it was bitten by what just ate Vigil?
Yeah, and the bodies are covered in burn marks from where you suspected they touched against the body.
I check for treasure.
Make me investigation check.
Okay. This was Pathfinder, there'd be a +3 flaming sword on it.
on the
15
elks.
damage.
Sure.
In their stomachs. 9 investigation.
Wow. So, unfortunately, these caribou or giant caribou in this case, were not carrying any loot. You find some, half-digested grass. What you think might actually be maybe one of them ate a ring or something, and then it's just a weirdly shaped rock.
Saying he examines the caribou's ring.
Oh my god. The creature itself,
Ooh, thanks for the host, Joe.
does not
Oh yeah, it died.
have any easily grabbable loot. Though you do find another tunnel entrance here.
Alright, let's head down.
No.
What?
What?
We'll find 10 more of them. We'll get the achievement.
Enzo! Yeah, Vigil
Hello.
shout from the cliff.
When it
Enzo!
died, you said something about harvesting rune? Is that a thing you wanted to do?
I did want to grab some of those spines if we got a minute, but
Go for it. We had 10 minutes while...
Yeah, I would have while they were fucking with it. I think maybe Storm would have come down and tried to carefully get some cloth and pull off a few of the spines, maybe some scales, something.
Vigil
whatever.
just starts hacking them off.
All
If
the
everyone's
spines.
going down at this point.
Can you make? You're doing your ritual in a minute.
You're doing a ritual.
Havoc.
Yeah. What do you want
Okay, fair, yeah.
from me?
Can you make me a survival check, please, sir?
All the spines detonate. You take 80d6.
15.
Okay.
I'm using a piece of leather or cloth or something to pull on him rather than my bare hands.
You managed to get one spine.
Cool. One Remraz spine. Or whatever the fuck this is.
Like, you managed to get it off, and then you realise... You actually get it to a safe containment, and then you look at the leather cloth, and that leather is just burnt to a crisp.
Whoa.
And other attempts either break the spine, and when they come off, they aren't... don't have that heat trapped in them, whereas you actually get one which maintains its property.
Nice. Well, alright. I guess I'll... How big is it?
It's a huge creature. The spine or the creature?
The spine.
The spine, it's probably about a foot long. And about 6 inches wide at its base.
Whoa. How would I store this safely? It's still hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Burning hot?
Yeah. Let's say you took
Ow, thanks.
5 points of fire damage
Ow!
during the removal.
What? Vigil, here. You're fire resistant, take this.
Vigil just takes the thing.
What are you... What's that for?
It's a spine. It has heat.
You didn't answer my question. What's that for?
Curiosity? I've never seen anything like this.
It's you. I can see the burn marks on your hands. Is that really a good idea to have?
Well, it hurt, but you know, now we've got one.
Is it going to burn the bag I put it in?
I don't know. I just gave it to Vigil. He's probably got something to put it in. If we have like a little
Chuck
metal container or
Chuck
something.
it in the snow. Will it cool down or does it have like internal heat?
I don't know. Vigil, do you throw it in the snow?
Sure, why not? Let's do some science.
Okay.
Oh!
We're learning a lot about Remora's anatomy.
You know what? I've got a bone case. There's a teleport scroll in it.
Maybe. Owen's googling Remora's anatomy as we speak.
You are 100% correct.
With this music, I'm waiting for the second one.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty certain this thing is gonna show up in just...
No, there's no way.
We just fought a Remoraz, Joe. It was terrifying.
If the flesh of the things it killed is like,
Apparently,
yeah.
apparently they have a very high natural spell resistance, which apparently didn't survive 3th to 5th edition.
5th edition, yeah.
Good to know. So does the spine cool off gradually as we pull it away, or is it...
Slightly.
Okay.
Alright. If it works in the bone case, put it in the bone case. It'll be hot through the case, but not burning anything. Show
Yeah.
in someone's bag. Not in my bag of holding.
That's fine. I'm gonna pull the teleport scroll out and put it somewhere safe. I've got places to put paper. I am a wizard. And I will put the spine in the bone case that the scroll was originally in. And wait to see if it burns through. Does it?
No. The inside, like, if you check, the inside is charred, but it's not, like, actively burning through.
Okay. Yeah, alright. That's... Sure. I'm sure I'll come up with something for it. If anything means sell it later.
Soren.
Yeah.
I'll say... the creature... You think there might be other components that have alchemical value.
Oh, okay. I'll check that over then.
Can you make me a check? Make me an intelligence check out of your alchemy tools proficiency, please.
Sure. 16.
16. Yeah. I'd say if you take probably another 10 minutes
Sure.
going through you realize two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, is that like the exoskeleton of this thing, the sort of chitin armoring it,
Yeah.
could be a useful material.
Okay.
And you find a secretion in the creature,
Alright. Files.
which seems to have innate heat-related magical properties.
Neat. Alright, I'm gonna
No,
take
not
some
neat,
vials of
heat.
that. I do have quartz vials on me.
I will say that it is, from what tests you can do, it seems to match the properties of a alchemical ingredient that is quite rare. It's one of those ones they'd have shown you it in class once, like a little bit,
Yeah.
and then been like, this is pretty fucking hard to get, so that's what we're going to do. But it looks cool when you do combine it in this way, yada yada. It's called Thrym. Thrym.
Okay.
Thrym.
Alright, how many vials of that do I have?
Roll me a D%.
Soren is like excitedly kind of quietly mumbling to himself while he's standing over the
He's
whatever
been
the
like
hose is.
20 minutes extracting alchemical ingredients.
Yeah.
I like how it went
Oh,
from
damn, okay.
don't go
There
down.
are 30 vials worth on the creature.
You guys are the
However,
flask.
Can I? Yeah.
I'd say yeah.
Can I just get like a?
Actually, that's a good point. Like Vigil drank a potion, so
Oh, Vigil, let me have that bottle.
that was one of the fleshy ones, right?
You can get ye flask, yes.
Thanks. It's a greater healing potion. So.
Was that bought from the herbalist shop?
I'm pretty. Did we buy shit in between? Because I'm pretty sure I restocked and used that one.
Feels like that was too long ago. Probably a new one.
Okay, we'll have a glass flask.
Holy shit.
Okay, I would say that will be. We'll just say you fill 2 flasks.
Okay, how many ounces?
I don't. I flipping know. Ooh,
So then,
wow.
are you collecting its semen?
No. This is really rare.
We will say, just to round up, each flask contains 16 doses.
Okay.
It's a decigallon.
Oh yeah. It's unfortunate, as you can't kind of find where it's coming from. You cut open the glands. You managed to fill the 2 flasks. Unfortunately, the rest is kind of leaked out.
Ah, damn. Wow.
Yeah.
As fascinating as it is watching you dismember wildlife, what are we doing now?
Well, Soren, have you harvested the testicles yet? Those
you
are
know,
the most valuable part.
actually, no. This stuff is called thrymin. It's really, really rare and really, really useful. Anyway, I tucked the vials away, put the scroll case back in my belongings, and I'm gonna hold up the amethyst again. Where does it point us?
It is pointing in the general direction of further down the valley.
That way.
Okay. Well, we're on foot now, Vigil. Spread out so nothing can eat both of us.
I'm gonna get about 30
Might be a
feet in
good
the air
idea.
again. Actually, you know what? 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vigil occasionally examines the gash on his shoulder that is cleared up, but like still a different color to the rest of his skin.
Yeah, you got a bit good.
I'm gonna stay over the rocks.
Nikolai, something you did notice from your investigation check was, I know you joked about jumping in this hole here, but when you found it, it was not warm, but not as the air and the hole was not as cold as the air outside the
Ooh.
hole.
If we wanna survive a blizzard, just find a Remoraz and enter its holes.
I question your logic.
Also my phrasing.
I mean,
It's like the sequel to Enter the Matrix, Enter the Remoraz.
oh,
Remoraz's holes.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. It's warm in there, I say. It was warm in those holes. I didn't go in, but I felt the warm air coming out.
I mean,
Feels
if
like a bad idea.
yeah, no, I think we should probably just move on. We have
No, I'm not. Hey, maybe in an emergency if we're freezing our fingers off and stuff.
Right. That's really interesting, though. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to go see what's down there, but I also don't want to die.
Yeah. Also, if we're freezing our fingers off, I think I just ask you to teleport me back somewhere where
Warmer.
not
yeah.
dying.
Take us back to Sunken
That's
Cocoon,
true.
which is probably underwater
yeah.
by now.
Speaking of, I have some sendings to do.
Well,
Maybe you want before each night. Maybe just do some sendings. Keep in touch with what's going on in the world.
yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, both for information's sake and sanity,
Yeah. It's just checking your Twitter feed.
pretty much. Setting up solar power, like, charging the cell phone battery, getting the satellite internet going.
So as we move out, we move out. Unless we're attacked.
We should try to resummon Havoc in, like, an hour. See if it works.
It might take. Try it, but try it at the end of the day. I don't know. We're purely guessing.
Vigil will try and resummon Havoc at the end of the day if we get enough distance away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes 10 minutes per attempt. Don't wanna.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you'd never seen Havoc scared before, but a very concerned Havoc is summoned.
Havoc Havoc. Havoc, you're an ex-Cavoli warhorse. Havoc. Havoc. Don't take Havoc!
Havoc sit. Havoc
He
sit.
angrily trots off to the outside of camp.
As you should.
Can I approach him?
Leave the horse
Sure.
alone, Soren.
No, I'll go talk to him. Look, I know that was really scary, and I'm sorry, but you did a good thing. You saved your
Don't
friend.
befriend my horse.
I'm going to cautiously approach.
Maybe an animal handling check.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get bit by a horse.
Or kicked
Horse is
in the head.
gonna kick you in the
Oh,
teeth.
22. Oh my good evening.
Okay, you manage to actually get within 5 feet of Havoc without injury.
Can I pet his nose?
A 22 can only get you so far.
Okay, I have an apple.
Can I summon my mage hand and have it yank Havoc's tail really suddenly?
You motherfucker, you're gonna get me killed by a warhorse. Don't be
Sure.
mean to animals.
Can you make me a slight hand check, please?
Not painfully, just like horses are easily spooked, and I
You
figure like
motherfucker.
something just goes, or maybe you like even a ghost. All right.
Why would you
Sleight of
do
hand?
this?
It's got to be at least one sleight of hand per session.
Per episode.
I hate you so
31.
much. I hate you so fucking much right now.
I should mention that mage hand has a verbal and somatic component, so there's only so sleight of handy I can be.
What's your AC, sorry?
16 with mage armor.
In a horsey yelp, Havoc, he kind of just nips at you.
Ah, alright.
He does miss, thankfully. But
Havoc, Vigil, control your mount.
I heard that.
Heard what?
You casting mage hand, you dick.
I was scratching a part of me that I couldn't reach.
You are okay. I'm gonna leave the apple next to Havoc and leave him alone. Because somebody likes to torment animals.
I was not tormenting an animal.
Vigil later on will approach Havoc and be like, yes, you did well. Basically, reciprocate with a horse, yes. There you go.
Okay.
Stick that in your fan art and smoke it. Vigil reciprocates a horse.
Reciprocates, of course.
I
we're
need
appro-
adult. Alright.
Approaching the end of day 2, right?
yeah.
Basically. Or we are at the end of day 2 because Vigil resummoned the horse.
Yeah.
Can
Alright.
I
Sending to anybody?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do a sending because I have the sending stone to Curiosity. I haven't contacted him in a while,
Okay.
so I'm gonna do a sending. Maybe you. Nah, I'll just improvise it. Hello, it's Elusive reporting in. Continuing on previous course. Mission shows signs of success. How are things where you are?
Okay.
Suddenly Owen has to transplant his brain from the current storyline and just be like, what the fuck is happening 1,000 miles away?
With curiosity.
Curiosity went to the cradle, I think. I think
Yeah.
the last message was that they were rebuilding something?
You get. Oh, it's you. Everything's going wonderfully. The sun's a bugger, though of course you knew that. Best of luck. Bug, and then that's it.
Okay.
Hey, Owen, can I just be a brief pain in the ass?
Yeah.
I didn't hear any of that because my internet decided to give you a lag spike at the exact time.
Basically, didn't really say much.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Alright, who do we want to get in touch with?
I don't know, just ask Elsa what's happening in the Coon. Ask somebody at your arcane school what's happening there.
Give Karankilex an update.
If you have anyone to sell, ask what's happening there. You know, just like get the news from around the world, really.
Alright, Elsa. Altraz.
Ask
Not Altraz.
what's
oh
your
God.
evocation mentor's name again? Ask how their
Altus.
quest to recover the sun is going.
Yeah, Altus. Elsa Altus, and I'm not sending my mom because she's mad at me.
Karankilex.
You don't even have to, Rune. You don't have to replay all these
Yeah, it's fine. No, I'm just literally counting sendings. Elsa.
sendings. Yeah, but just
Altus.
send a couple sendings and
Well,
see what's happening out there.
We should ask Karankilex because of how the city's doing a Goon as well as giving him updates.
Serenella.
You can recover 2/3 with arcane recovery, and you can spend slots higher than 3 on it. So you got 1,000,000 of them.
I will be. I'm just writing down people.
Did you hear me, by the way? Is my mic going off?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're a little laggy sometimes, but
Did you hear me asking about Karankilex?
Yep, I wrote it
Alright,
down.
cool. Sorry, my bad. I'm just not making sure because my connection's going funny. Cool.
Okay. Elsa, Altus, Serenella, Tajikar, Karankulax,
oh yeah, Tajikar.
and the dragon.
Soraya,
Alright.
because she might have a different perspective on a coon, because she's like in the criminal part.
Yeah, you know what? She's actually.
That's the point, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
She's a peacock now.
Okay, so Elzel just asked for a general update about the city. If Sunken Akun's still standing, what's going on. Serenella. I'll ask her if she's okay. Let her know her dad's still looking for her. And ask her if she's alright and what's going on with her. Tajikar. I will ask him about the expedition to find the sun again. Karankulax will be updated on our current position and what we're up to. And then Soraya will get, "Hi, bitch. What's shaking?" And that's it.
Who's Serenella again?
Serenella is the captain's daughter who was kidnapped in episode 1, who is currently being
Jesus.
held by the Sahagwan. And I figure if anybody's around the Sahagwan and might know what they're up to, it's her!
Sending her is what I would call as a long shot, but, you know,
She's not on another plane, so...
get slots.
That is 1, 2,
Owen,
3,
feel
4,
free to
5,
just write
6.
those down and reply to them
Yeah.
next session.
So it was. So I've got Serenhella, Tajikar, Soraya, and Karankilex.
Also, Elsa Altus.
Elsa.
Yeah, so Elsa Altus, Serenella, Tajikar, Karankulax, and Soraya all just get sup, basically.
Stop.
And not really sup, but
bitch.
I did say.
Quick update. I could do a shadow sending, but I don't know who I'd send. Because I'll think about it.
That's
Also, I can do that every day.
Right, it'll probably take them a minute to respond or a while, because they're all fucking busy, but... Oh.
No, it's just good. I mean, it's just, you know, we used to be plugged into all this political stuff, and now we're in literally the middle of nowhere, so it's good to...
That's 3...
We don't want to miss something really important.
Covered... I think I have... I'm trying to do arcane recovery math.
Just get 2/3 back.
Yeah, okay. So, 2 there and 2 there. If we get attacked during the night, we're kind of fucked, but... Go.
It'll be fine. There's nothing dangerous around here.
Yes, absolutely.
Can we find some rocks to camp on so that we are not remorized in the night?
Yeah, you can find a small black one.
The first minute of next session, earth elementals come out of the rocks.
Bet you anything.
Stone golems.
Stone Cold Stone Golem.
So. Because we're wrapping up at 9:30 tonight.
Yeah, works for me. That's a good sesh.
Okay. As you camp, we'll wrap up shortly. From Tajika, you get a response of indistinct and indecipherable mutterings and mumblings.
Okay.
Poor guy.
From Altus, you get no response.
Ooh.
Like the spell failed, or he just didn't reply?
The spell failed. Oh,
Do you want me to roll a d100 for that?
He's in
Yeah.
the city of Brass.
sure. I'm going to do 100.
Alright.
Negotiation.
49?
Yeah.
I almost feel like the 5% on sending to fail crossplane is too low, but I don't know.
I honestly forgot it could work crossplane and thought it auto failed.
Yeah,
Like sending
it
across
seems like it
planes.
shouldn't. It's like a
Pretty
third level
crazy.
spell that just
Yeah.
goes across planes almost unerringly. Kind of wild. If I was designing, I'd make it at least a 25.
Anyway. So,
Okay. The response from Altus is a "Not now, son."
Well, maybe
Which
there's
Which
means
means
reason
he's
for
probably
crying.
it means he's probably doing something.
yeah, alright.
Uh, so, that was my list. Soraya, Crankulax, and Elza all essentially tell you a similar story initially in their 25 words as much as they can. That Akun is in a barely contained state of panic.
Hmm.
Soraya sees it as an opportunity.
Oh boy.
Of course she does.
Caranculax seems fucking stressed. And Elza is unsure whether to be happy or not that her alchemy foundry laboratory has made an absolute killing in luminescent concoctions.
Nice.
Um,
War profiteering.
so it's yeah, she kind of seemed like she felt bad about it in the tone of her voice.
Okay.
From Serenella, you do get a response. The first few words are spent on the mental murmurings of prayer, praising an entity known as Sekaloa.
Oh, no. Okay. Then what?
It breaks off into a hoarse and broken voice that asks, "Who is there? Who are you? Help. Please help."
Okay. I'll expend one more slot to Serenella because Soren would. To tell her that I'm the wizard she met on her father's boat. That help is coming. They're trying to find her.
Does she know where she is?
Do you know where you are? Anything you can tell me?
She tells you that she's deep deep underwater, but the world is as black as night. She cannot see. She cannot see.
Okay.
She doesn't make the most sense in her thoughts and response. So that's what you managed to decipher.
Well, the world is black as night out here too.
Indeed. As 2 more days pass of travel before the next noticeable event of note occurs. You leave the low hills, crossing once more across a flat plain, snow becoming a more common occurrence now. It's quite large swathes of it covering the ground. And not necessarily it's sort of it seems like you're being guided past these less low hills and more like small shards of rock that jut out, sort of miniature mountains in a way. Where you realize that, and it's on this 3rd day of journey beyond the encounter with the Remores, there is a structure. Keeping your eyes on the sky, it's actually on the earth that you see your first sign of any kind of civilization, and it seems to be, of all things, a castle. From inside which a pale blue light emerges.
Any similarity with the Drow Fortress and sort of what we can see?
None at all.
Huh.
And we will pick it up there next week.
Sick. Guys,
Sweet.
The evil witch queen's ice castle.
It's
Or whatever.
We found it.
This is Arthas's secret getaway.
Ice Crown Citadel, yeah.
It's Ice Cream Citadel. Thanks for the raid,
Ice Cream
Ari.
Also, we have journeyed for 4 days south, 3 of those on horseback. Like, we have to have traveled like a couple 100 miles, and it's probably getting significantly colder.
Long goddamn distance, yo.
Soren's flying
Probably-
lower.
Probably like snow on the ground around us now and stuff. Like more of an Arctic. I love it. I love everything about it, and I love Skyrim atmosphere as the OST.
All right, so we're gonna call it there for the evening, folks. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for sticking with us through that rather intense 2 sessions of combat. We'll be back Sunday as usual. For our EU friends, it'll be an hour earlier than you're used to. I don't know what
While
time.
daylight savings fixes itself.
Yeah, America has lost its mind. Well, the Americas have lost their mind. And
It's 5:30 GMT right now.
there you go.
Is the start time.
Yep.
Yes.
And so we'll be running until 9:30, I believe.
Yep.
Yes. 9:30 now.
Okay. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. You can find us here or on my Twitter to see when we're streaming. And be good, take care of each other, be kind to each other, and we'll see you soon. So,
Yeah.
boy. Social. There you go.
Sick.
Peace,
Oh,
kids.
and shit, I forgot my don't. And don't get eaten by Remorazes. There
Yeah.
we go.
Don't jump into Remoraz holes. It's a bad idea.
Oh, God. Good night, everybody.
You guys missed out on some sweet stuff.
He had like a 14-layer dungeon
Did
underneath
we?
that Remoraz hole, and we missed it.
I had some like sick loot. Oh, that was like
God.
2 holy Avengers.
All right.
One in each hand. Easy. Easy, bitch.
Plus,
One in each hand.
plus 3 rods of the Pact Keeper on every corner.
Robe of the Archmage
Yeah.
just chilling.
There was a room where the walls were actually made out of rods of the Pack Keeper.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Armor of ultimate evil just sat down there.